So late.
They have to sponsor at us one point.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be
They
disappointed.
can't keep.
We've been through half
They
of
can't keep us
the
waiting.
flavors already, and we're not even like 7 episodes in.
Monster sponsor us. You'll be
But how many flavors do they
Yeah,
have?
we talked. Was it
so
like
many.
20?
Over 20. Over 20.
Dang.
Easy
20 what?
flavors.
How many have
Oh.
we had? You think?
I've had
Like
them
outside
all.
the pot. Oh, you've had all.
Besides, there's one in the States that's not here, and it's pineapple flavored.
of them. What's your favorite?
Come
one?
on.
It's
why-
called
why wouldn't they
Ultra
get
Ultra
that?
Gold.
Have you tried that one?
We haven't. It's not here.
Why?
I want it.
We tried.
Oh no, I'm saying the one that you like the most.
The one I like the most.
This
Yes.
one?
Yeah. So the White Monster for sure. A
Trash.
close second is the ultra like light blue one. That's like
Oh.
teal flavored. It's like mango.
Oh yeah, that one's good. That's
Oh.
like
Tropical.
The one that
That
wait,
stuff
that one's not
slaps.
sugar free though, right?
No, it is. There's a
it's,
mango.
It's not the one with all the faces on it.
No.
That one's a papillon or something.
Oh.
That's different.
Yeah.
I thought that was mango. Was that not mango?
Oh no, there is a mango with
There
faces.
is
yeah,
a
on
mango.
it.
Yeah.
Well, no, the other one is like tropical. It's not actually mango. It's just
Yeah.
called tropical.
Don't they even
We've
use
had it at the
different
cottage so many
Oh,
times.
probably
Different
don't. I don't remember those days.
For what?
like for like this is ginseng. Is that what it is?
No. That's
No.
the
What's the other one?
No, that's part of the.
plus jinx.
So the only thing that's different is sugar.
Oh,
Where did-
that's what they use it for.
Where does ginseng even come from? You always hear it's
I don't know.
Chinese, right? It's like a Chinese root.
Not
Yeah.
like- it sounds like
It sound-
ginger,
Yeah.
Ginseng.
but
do I-
ginseng.
Taurine. What is that?
That's
Oh.
made in the United States.
Oh really?
It's
American
some-
and such an Asian name.
Taurine.
What about zero sugar, boys?
Nowhere, because there's none of it.
I'd like
Yeah,
to go to China
but-
though.
Yeah.
My brother once, it's part of the co-op program. Do you guys remember? Well, you might remember him. He was, dang, I can't remember his name, but it's fine.
Was it a prof?
No, he was a student with us. He was, he had glasses.
I know exactly.
He was
Jaden.
in chem. Jaden, exactly. So he did this program where, as part of the, you do a co-op rotation. You work, you do research, and you do that in China. And my brother had the opportunity to do that. And
Was that? Sorry, was that like 2 years ago
Yeah.
or so?
yes, it was.
I think I know a girl. I mean, I don't know her, nor I just know of her. She went on the same trip, I think.
I was looking at Jaden's photos. Man, he got to see these insane things,
Yeah.
and it's just like Ramsey had the chance to go there, and he chose not to. But sometimes I think like, man, that would have been like an opportunity of a lifetime. Like, how often people go to China for sure? But how often? It's
Yeah.
not common.
No.
People usually go to the States or to Europe or whatever.
It's not
To go to China, you get
it's
to
not
experience all the
tourist.
culture.
So like,
China.
yeah, it's
That'd
for
been
us.
such a-
whole semester
Yeah.
too. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, I'd fulfill my dream of becoming a monk for a year.
yeah.
I've always. Have you never thought about that?
you have to do research.
Yeah.
You can't
No,
just
I-
go
yeah,
be a
yeah.
monk.
You just
yes,
show up
yes.
in Tibet like,
I
I
was
want to be
thinking
a
about
monk
this. Have
right
you
now.
seen these like movies? The guy just like gets mad, and then halfway he just like midlife he goes to does this Shaolin master like.
I think you're
And then
describing
Doctor
Doctor
Strange?
Strange.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that. No, but I just mean in general. Have you never thought about 1 year? I just want to go and like meditate.
Could
in
you do
China.
that?
If that's
Could you
my
be a
midlife
monk?
crisis,
I've seen that, though.
I'm good.
You know what?
But
You're-
that's so fun though. I feel like if you coming back, you're
Yeah,
just
you're-
such a different person.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel
but
like your
you're
life would
so-
just change.
Yeah.
Like it's
You're
yeah.
meditating for a whole year
Yeah.
and learning not to like. I don't know. It's just
Not to what?
I've always thought about it. If you go there, like learn kung fu and meditate.
Kung fu.
That's so racist.
Yeah. There's a line and you went here.
What do y'all do in China?
You just do kung
Okay,
fu. Yeah.
Meditate
Kung fu
and
is
learn kung
Chinese.
fu.
If I said karate, that would have been culturally wrong because that's Japanese.
Actually, I think karate originated from
Okay,
China.
but-
But most martial arts originated from China. Then the Japanese just like copied them. I think.
But
I think.
I like kung fu though. It just sounds cool.
It is.
I love
That's fair.
Bruce Lee.
That's fair.
Like so eventually, I
Man,
don't know.
Next year,
Yeah.
we might have an opportunity. I have a client who's going back to China next year, and he said, if you and any friends ever want to come,
Are you
he's like,
serious?
I will take care of you guys. Yeah, because
What does that
When?
mean?
Oh, he's
No,
an
no.
elite.
no, because he's leaving.
businessman?
He's going there, and then he's like, "You guys come with me." He's like, "I'll take care of you there."
Is he
because
rich?
He's a multimillionaire.
What?
His
Kyle,
God.
keep this
His-
client, please.
Yeah,
please, Kyle,
his
please.
dad is.
Where does he live, if I may ask? Sorry, I interrupted.
I don't know where he lives
Okay.
specifically, but
What does
his
his dad
dad is a plastic manufacturer in China.
Oh, I can
He's
tell
making
that's
money.
They
yeah.
do make a lot of plastic stuff.
Yeah.
The
Insane.
1% of the billion they're making it.
Man, I mean, he trains with me 5 times a week.
Okay,
He
okay.
probably has
Loaded.
money.
right
He
there.
owns his own home here.
What time does he
Really?
come in?
Yeah.
Is he?
So I can bump
He's
into him.
10
just
a.m.
he's just Chinese, right?
Oh,
He's
it's
not a
too early.
Canadian citizen, just Chinese.
So he's been here for 7 years.
old
Okay.
is he?
Yeah. He's 21.
Oh God.
Oh,
damn.
what?
Oh wow.
He has his
22.
own house.
Yeah, he's his own landlord.
What?
Like
My
he
God,
rents
man.
out the basement. He rents out like two other
Not
rooms.
even a condo. It's like a whole house.
Like it's a whole house.
This kid has
Insane.
good, no struggles.
No
Loves it.
struggles.
Yeah, he's literally
No
living in a
struggles.
different world than we are.
He
man.
wouldn't get my
Insane.
monk and go and become a kung fu Shaolin master.
No,
Doesn't
no.
need to. But I'll definitely be down to go to his house.
I feel like he's more at
Same.
peace than monks. He has
Yeah.
nothing to worry about.
But as a monk, though, I don't know.
Mhm.
I feel like it's overrated.
You've
Being a
left
monk?
the level
Yeah.
of caring or giving any fucks about the world.
But
No?
it's like
Isn't that what they-
you have no
Yeah.
worries because you have nothing in your life except meditate. Isn't that the whole point? They go
Okay.
there, they don't do anything. They barely eat anything. They barely wear anything, and they're just chilling on top
But
of
I
the
feel
mountain.
like they also just
so
think
true.
so
It's a
much.
Great diet
you know?
method.
Yeah, I bet. No, like spiritually, I
Yeah.
feel like
Fair.
top shit.
Yeah.
But if you have any worldly desires, which I have a lot of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
how can you stay there?
What if
for a
you
month?
get your worldly desires and then you go become a Shaolin monk?
I could, if I could.
Okay,
my
so you know what I mean?
monsters,
It's like
I
way
would
too many
live.
steps.
Yeah.
From A to Z.
Do you think
we
I'm
just
successful
do everything in our
enough?
lives and then we go there? Oh, okay.
This is why I said midlife. It's like when you're 45, 50.
Man, but I'm
You've done all
40.
the extremes.
But like, what
Now I
you're just
wanna become a
gonna
monk.
ditch your family. You're gonna be like, all right, guys, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go become a monk,
Yeah.
learn kung fu, and come back.
I'm gonna come back, and then I'm telling you, everybody's gonna look and be like, "Where were you? I was a monk for
Yeah,
a
you're just
year."
gonna disappear without telling your
Imagine the
family. You're
stories
just
that
gonna
I'm
be
gonna
like
have.
an abandoned
Well,
father.
I mean, there's a reason why it's a common trope in like superhero movies. They have to lose everything first.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
So if you're
Okay.
willing to sacrifice your family,
Yeah.
sacrifice everything,
why are you
and
losing
Break
it?
both hands
What-
and both feet.
Okay, what if it's a
without
vacation
repair.
for a year? You just tell your family,
Then
"Yo,
you're a
I'll come
fake
back in
monkey.
year."
Yeah, I think you could be a monk just for vacation, just pretend, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Imagine
dip right after this.
you go to the head monk's like, I'll be here just for a little bit. Just
Yeah.
train me with everything. He's like, but I'll leave.
Just teach me the kung fu part. That's all I
yeah,
need.
that's all I
Okay,
need.
besides the kung fu part, I'm just thinking of just sitting in front of the beautiful. Dude, China is so
Oh.
green. It's so
Oh, yeah.
beautiful.
Have you seen the
Imagine.
mountains too?
Yeah,
they're
those-
like that. It's
You just
insane.
don't want to be there.
I
when
would
it
love
rains.
to go.
Great Wall of China, and I'm meditating on top of it.
That's on my bucket list, man. I remember
Yeah.
in Lebanon we had to do we had these things international. They were like every class would represent a different country, and we got China once, so we had to do research in China and bring Chinese food and stuff like that. And man, it was such a beautiful country. It is absolutely insane in terms of history and in terms of just like you said, the geography. There's so much. It's such. I mean,
The food's
think-
a big
the-
place, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's big.
Oh.
But it's such a corrupt country. Is
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Which
I
one
mean,
isn't?
there's so
China.
much
Which
going
one
on.
isn't? They
no,
all
but
are.
like it's very.
That is
corrupt.
true.
I
The
hear so
darn
many
commies.
stories.
I feel like every country has story. Boy, yeah, China.
Every-
Oh, they banned video gaming. I don't know.
I
heard
know,
about
but they
that,
limited the
no,
time
it's
to
3 hours if you're under 18.
yeah.
A week.
Yeah, over
Can
the
you believe
weekend.
that?
Over a week.
Over a week.
No, it's
Three-
over a week
Over the
period.
week. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's over the
I
weekend.
thought it was
for
your,
sure.
but you're only allowed playing in the weekend, right?
I thought it was in the, in the
Is
weekend.
it only the weekend?
allowed to
Okay.
play on the weekend. That is so like.
But
Oh
3
my
hours.
god.
But here's the thing, like with esports growing and all that stuff,
And they're
like,
all Asian too. Some of the best
They're-
teams.
That's
the
the thing,
best
yeah.
teams come from
Yo.
like China.
But
Like-
it's way more than that. Like right now they're cracking down on like non-masculine icons. So they're banning a lot of the K-pop
Yeah.
stars because they look maybe
I approve
Yeah.
this.
a bit more like feminine. So they're trying to ban all that. They want to grow these masculine males who are just
Yeah.
tough guys and stuff. So they're like government's cracking down on a lot of this stuff, which is
Yes.
kind of insane how much power they have.
Bro,
Yeah,
I just
no, well, I mean, they control how many kids you can have,
Yeah.
man.
Bro, I just imagine the government's watching K-pop. It's like, what a bunch of pussies.
Yeah.
100%.
We don't want our kids like this. You see whatever Jimin or whatever his name is, like doing little dance, winking at the camera. It's like, what the?
What is going on?
It's like, ban this from the country. It's like, what about porn? Things are way worse. No, ban this
Yeah.
from the country.
We're never letting them see
There's
this.
a lot more K-pop stars who are doing more like weightlifting stuff like that, and they're being like a little bit more
They're
jacked, deezed.
Dude, I have no idea. I look at them and I feel
Yeah.
bad because I was reading somewhere that all their lives are controlled 24/7.
Oh, yeah.
Of
Yeah,
who they
yeah,
talk,
yeah,
who they sit, who they move.
It's absolutely
It's like,
insane.
hey, yo, you're breathing out of your left nostril. I didn't give you permit. It's the right nostril that I
No,
gave you permit to breathe
there's
out.
Our contract says the right one, man. What are you doing?
I'm telling you, some of the crap that they do is insane.
There is a famous clip of it's one of the female K-pop stars. Holy, that was so much force.
I know, man. Scared the hell
But
out
yeah,
of me.
and it was a press conference, and she opened up a little candy bar, and the manager lady behind her just like swooped in, took it, whispered something in her ear. Literally, the girl's face just went pale. I'm
And
like,
she's like, "You're fired.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
lost all your money.
no,
You
it's
must now
It's
die."
literally like if your calorie,
Your dad's in the back room.
yeah, like if your calorie intake goes over like 500 today, like you're fired, and we're gonna replace you because they like they have auditions. They have this. It's like a company, right? It's not like Kanye. You can't replace Kanye, right? or say
Bunch of
someone in a group. Say
Yeah, I get what you
even
mean.
like think of a Western group like in One Direction. It took so much for them. I don't know anything about One Direction. All I know is they Zayn or whatever his
Yeah.
name left, but it took so much for him to leave.
Yeah.
I think if you mess up once or twice,
But just
they're just gonna replace you.
You think even that's true with
Maybe
boy
not.
bands as big as what's the big K-pop group?
BTS.
BTS,
No,
you
no,
think?
maybe not. But like,
But I know
does
there's a
everybody
lot of
know
stuff
them
behind the
as
scenes.
individually, or do people know them as a
oh
group?
man, I'm
I
not a
think probably
fan.
there.
I'm not a fan, but Kyla's a big fan.
Yeah.
And man, it's so creepy, their fan base. She's not that into it. I'm not like, she is kind of weirdly into it.
Calling her
for
out
me.
right now.
I'm so calling her out. If you're watching it, she is gonna watch this. It's weird.
And my
You
girlfriend,
make fun of my anime, I make fun of this.
my girlfriend's sister loves this stuff. You know how the K-pop with McDonald's they had the BTS special nuggets.
Yeah, this guy.
She kept the wrapper. I'm pretty sure because you can sell it for a
Kept
profit.
13.
What a noob.
Yo,
I bought like,
yeah. He asked for
This
separate
guy's a
bags for
business.
each fucking fry.
K-pop like
Bro,
rappers.
I bought so many meals. Like, I didn't want any of the food. Like, forget about the food. I wanted the bags in pristine condition. I wanted the cups. And like, I told Kyla
like
about
fold
this.
it. In the
Yeah, I told
Yeah.
Kyla about this, and she was like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "No, they're for selling. Like, this is a business."
Literally, we pulled up to McDonald's.
Yeah,
Man
you were
orders
like,
like
you were with me.
$60.
Yeah.
A $60
was I.
order of nuggets.
So you got in like one shot.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
lady was like,
Asked for
60 bucks?
separate bags,
Yeah.
separate from the food.
And-
He asked for extra cups.
and I was telling her, "You don't put anything in the cup." She's like, "No, you have to get a drink." I'm like, "I don't want a drink. Just give me the cups. I just want." I still haven't
She's like,
sold them,
"What
but
is-"
the prices are slowly going up. So
Are they? It's
Come
Yeah,
back in a year.
I feel like the more you wait, the
yeah,
more like rare they're gonna be. The more
yeah. You guys
valuable.
buy crypto, I buy BTS cups.
Yeah, he's on the real
Waiting
thing,
for
right?
them.
Yes.
Dude, there was one and somebody kept a chicken nugget. Did you see
Because
that?
it
The
looked
one that
like
looked
Among Us.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I looked at the Among Us.
50,000.
Oh my God.
50,000?
150,000.
It was like literally an insane amount like that.
joking.
Yeah.
Bro, it's the same.
It is.
Too
Wait,
much.
are
It's the
these the
same
only
stuff
like
as, like, NFTs.
celebrities
It's
who are
ridiculous.
like
Yeah,
super
yeah.
super famous over there?
For K-pop,
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more. I think they're the biggest in the North American markets, but they have some huge people. Like Joyce's sister has so many groups, but I think they're the
But are they?
the big
they're not
group that have
actors,
broken
right?
in. I don't.
They're more
think
like
so.
singers.
Yeah, they're
Is it-
performers.
No.
Thing.
Honestly, I wouldn't even call them just
Performers,
singers.
yeah.
They're all
Performers. They're
all like
entertainers.
triple threats, man.
Entertainers,
They're
yeah.
all very good at dancing. They're all very
Yeah.
good at singing. They're all
Yeah.
very good at like just acting. Because like other than their shows, and I know so much, and I hate that I know so much because Kyla keeps telling me this. They have other than their actual music and albums, they have so many like reality TV shows
That's what I was gonna
Actually?
say.
Oh,
where they just they have them be cute and do cute things. I'm like, these are like this is a 27-year-old man,
Yeah.
and he's acting like a 13-year-old girl.
I feel I feel like that's. I don't want to be racist or anything, but I feel like it's part of the culture. You know what I mean?
I
Like
don't
the-
think so, man. I really
Because I
What
mean,
do you
look at
mean?
things like Hello
No,
Kitty and stuff.
The
and
culture's very.
I feel like it's a lot more playful
Yeah.
than here. I don't know. You
No,
know what I mean?
no,
It's
I get what you're saying.
No, no,
like
Yeah.
arcadey, like I don't know. I just no, maybe not the child's aspect, but like I'm not.
we would never
explaining
get it.
well.
I
No,
feel
no,
like
no,
how
no.
it
There's
is.
actually a term for that. No, it's not that they're all like this, but there's a term. I forgot what the term is, but it's like your personality.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a thing. It's like you put on this different personality, and everyone acknowledges that it's a thing. Like it's cringy for me because that's not a thing
It's
here.
just- it's
It's like you
different,
can't
yeah.
turn on like your cute personality and then take it off. It's like, but there, it's a thing. Like you have
Yeah.
a word for it. I forgot what the word is. Kyle told me, but
They
Okay, good.
flip
So I'm not
sides.
racist. That's
Like
good.
like how they're like
yeah,
behaving.
no.
Yeah.
At least for K-pop stars, I don't know about the rest. But
Is it once like when you're normal and not normal? Like what is it?
Well, no, that's like your,
normal.
it's like your
that's
performance
I
face
guess
or
offensive,
something.
but it's like you're like act.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like they all have this like cute act. You know what it is? The other day, I realized something that made me kind of uncomfortable. Is like, you know those animes that everyone hates on, those slice of life animes that are about cute girls doing cute things.
Yes.
K-pop reality TV is just that with real
Yeah.
people because they act fake with their fake like personality, cute personality thing, and they do things that all the fans are like, oh my god, look at whatever his name is, like I don't know, ate a cannoli. What? Who gives a shit?
But I feel like it reminds me of what's that? Oh, the Black Mirror episode. Remember with Miley Cyrus? Did you watch the Black?
I don't know if
Mirror
I watched
episode?
that one.
I
The
don't
last,
remember
the
watching that
last one.
I
It was
haven't-
literally. It was exactly this. She was basically being controlled by like the whole. It was
Ah.
exactly what you guys were just describing. But I'm like, do you think also artists here are the same? I don't think so.
To,
No,
to a
not.
degree.
To a degree, they
Yeah.
have like a standard they have to upheld, but there's definitely not like
Okay.
you
Yeah,
need to
I-
change your whole personality.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, for example, there was Kesha with the whole thing. A lot of these celebrities say
Oh,
they don't
yeah.
have too much
Yeah.
control, but I think it's just
Britney
different than it
Spears.
is there. Britney Spears. Oh, right now her father apparently is he's canceling the conservativeship. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
He's fighting to end that.
Oh.
But apparently he says that she's actually not stable enough to be on her own. So he's sort of, in a way, people are saying that he's sort of like, all right, I'm going to give you what you want. And then they're going to see that, oh, she's not ready. Then he's going to be like, okay, well, I tried. But I think there definitely is stuff like that here, but it's just different. I think it's such just a different culture. There's so many things are different.
Out in the open.
And that's why I would love to go to a place like that. I would love to go to South Korea.
100%. Korea.
I would-
South Korea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would,
I'll go on the top one
I
too.
would,
if they
I
just
would
like to
still,
see.
I would still be very interested to go to North Korea, but at the same time, it's like
But you can't
There's
go
so
there.
many-
you
no, there's so many
100% cannot do what you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very rare, but it's like you have to see this, you do this, like
Yeah.
it's very specific.
Tourists,
Yeah, like a whole
what's
tour
it
guide
called? They were there, and if it's on YouTube.
Well,
Go
he
there.
wasn't supposed to film it.
Well,
I know what you were
they
talking
can
about, but
film it.
they
Can't
literally stop you in front of the monument. It's like, okay, now you can take your pictures.
Yeah, yeah.
But otherwise, I don't know how he got away with all the videos, but
Well,
it's
some of
interesting
them,
to see.
I was reading that they're more flexible now, but the thing is, you constantly have a tour guide. You can't leave
Yeah.
anywhere outside your home. But they let you see things and go around. And
But you
however,
see what they
can't
want
touch
you
the
to see.
citizens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's like the one nice place that you go to, you take a picture of that. The one nice restaurant you go to, you're allowed posting pictures of that. Outside of that, it's like
That's true.
nothing.
Yeah.
But it would be interesting. You're
Mm.
right.
But a lot more fun. South Korea, I feel it would be friggin' insane. I feel like they still have things like internet cafes and stuff like that
Yeah.
there, right? Like where you just go sit down and
No
play
idea.
games.
No idea.
'Cause
I haven't paid enough
I
attention.
always see that with the, I don't know, the gaming scene. That I always see people
Yeah.
sitting on computers playing at these huge cafes and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to do that when I was a kid, but I want to do that now when I'm older. I want to just experience these things.
Man,
I know
never experienced this.
but there are some stuff that will be very different to me. For example, I know one of my friends, she's from South Korea, and she came here for university. And now she went back.
He's
And so-
French.
She is South Korean.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why
Oh.
I heard you say my French friend.
No, one of my friends' friends.
Oh, okay.
Friend's friend.
Oh,
so
okay,
she's from South Korea. She came here for school. She went back, and she's always posting on her media. First of all, she's drinking every day. I don't know if that's like a thing there, but drinking, smoking every day, interesting. But
Yeah,
the thing
so
that-
your friend thing.
the thing that caught me off guard there is that, like, you know how that we had the Korean barbecue? It was a live squid. I was like,
What?
yeah, and it's crawling. It's trying to like crawl on there, and the
just-
restaurant
guy
that
just
puts
like-
it in your mouth. Huh?
Was there this restaurant? Was it in Korea that it's a live squid and they put it in your mouth?
I think you're supposed to cook it.
No,
Yeah,
no.
Even there.
I don't know. Maybe
It's like it's like they hold it and then they just put it down. Like they put it at the end of your throat so it doesn't
Isn't
come
that
out.
like a
I was
choking
watching
hazard?
it.
It has
I feel like I
It
might have heard of
literally-
that.
Me and you have talked about this. It's a
Yeah.
super, super expensive restaurant. They literally get the squid and they put it down
Yeah.
your throat
What
and
they
then they
try
let
to
it go.
do to
Then
kill
I'm
you,
just
so
like,
they take all your money.
I feel like that's so.
It's like
It's so
I feel
luxurious.
so
that
wrong.
it's like it just, you know, it's a 360
Hold on,
shot,
hold on.
but it's so luxurious that it goes
No.
all the way back to
Yeah,
savagery.
yeah, yeah.
This is the level that it's reached.
it's like tentacles are stuck here, and the octopus is like
$10,000
there.
just
It's
to
like,
$10,000 just to experience real life hentai. What is it?
What if it resists halfway?
that's what I'm saying.
And then
it's
it's
like
trying not to go down.
It holds up here, and it's like dangling there. It's like when he, it's like drown.
feel like
This is too
You
much
can't
for
even
me.
drown it. It's a fucking squid, man.
What
or
if the squid
octopus.
takes a wrong turn and goes into my brain?
It crawls up.
Like somehow,
Bro, it starts controlling
Riz
It's
is like crawling over like the floor like a
the
squid.
suction cups is like, all right, left arm.
God, I'm
right
not going
arm.
to Korea now because of this restaurant.
I'm telling you, I was looking at that. I'm like, to me, that's such a strange thing. I don't know if I could cook that thing
I would
alive.
so do it though. Any weird food, I'm
Yeah.
so down with.
Yeah,
I want
would
to try
love to
Korean
eat it, but
barbecue.
I don't know.
There.
Oh yeah, I would love to eat that stuff. I don't know if I could actually cook that thing and it's, moving around like that. I was just
Would you
it was
ever
such a
eat,
weird
like,
thing.
An insect?
Huh? I've never eaten an insect. You have?
Yes,
I mean, I have. And also, what's it called here? Walmart has these. What's it called?
flavored. They're flavored.
Flavored.
Flavored insects, like barbecue or something.
Yeah.
What are they?
Isn't it
Grasshoppers.
Crickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Crickets,
roasted
yeah.
crickets.
I've never seen
I've
them in Walmart. Really?
Yeah,
I've
they have
had
it at
chicken
Walmart.
feet, so I'd have crickets.
I've had
Yo,
chicken feet too. It
Chicken
was
feet. It's
chicken
so
feet?
weird. It's so
It's
jello-y.
so-
I
yeah.
could not. I was gonna
I
throw
had
up.
fri- I had
I was gonna
fried
throw
chicken
up.
feet, like
So-
deep
No
fried chicken
way.
feet.
I was gonna throw up.
Let me
Oh my
describe it to
God.
you. Let me describe it to you. So imagine you're getting first. It looks like
Yeah, the
It
feet.
looks
It's
like a
three-way.
claw, my guy.
and then
Well, that's what it is.
looks
Oh my
like
God.
a claw straight out of a movie. It's covered in sauce. At least when I had it, was covered in
Yeah.
sauce. You bite into it, and it's just like squishy
Is it like cartilage?
jello. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah, it's
squishy cartilage jello, flavored like sweet and sour sauce or something like that. And you just bit, and
Yeah.
it bursts in your mouth,
Oh
filled
my
with flavor.
God.
I couldn't.
Yeah,
The moment
it's
the first Adam
so
touched
weird.
my tongue, I was starting to gag. I could not do it. Just it's so. mean, I
Yeah.
had it at like one of those all you can eat
Dim sum, right?
sushis.
Oh, it
yeah,
was
so
all you
did
can
I.
eat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's why maybe it's probably not the best chicken feet ever. You know, they just do everything. But I could not. I was literally going. I remember some guy was like, "Oh, guys, let's try it out. It'll be fun." I'm like, "Okay, how
Yeah.
bad can it be?" I could not finish it. I was gonna
No, it
throw
was
up,
too much.
and it was disgusting.
When was this?
It was in a sushi village. It was like a year ago or something. I
Wait,
could not
they
do
have
it.
chicken feet there.
The least they used to, yeah.
Oh,
For like part of the dinner menu. That's
Oh,
why we were
no
like,
way.
oh, this is so cool. Let's try it out. How often do you eat chicken feet? And
Never
yeah,
would. Never
never.
would recommend.
I could not.
Authentic sushi, like
Authentic.
genuine sushi,
Okay.
like made by like
A sushi.
Asian chefs.
It's
Yeah, that's
so
the
good.
best thing. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like I feel like the ones we have here, yes, they're really really good. But like you always,
Like
if you really want to
proper.
experience a food, you got to go there.
I
Like
want
pizza,
the
you got to
ones
go
where
to
they
Italy.
like make
Just
it
gotta go
right in
there.
front of you.
Exactly.
Like, and you're like
Oh,
sitting there like
yeah,
singular,
yeah.
it's like two people.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, like-
I've been to one of those, and I mean, I don't know if it's the best, but it's called Benihana. And
Yeah.
oh, get the hell out of me!
Why?
Sorry.
Well, so much power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so like it's
Impressive.
cool because like they make the sushi for you and they like talk to you and they make jokes as you're doing it. It's super cool. It's a nice experience.
Oh, what was that type of restaurant where they cook the food in front of you, like with the was it haki
Oh, is there a name for the
for the type of restaurant? But
Oh.
it's not what you're talking about. It's like it's like a huge griddle and they're making.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
seen it. I don't know what it's called. Huh?
I don't know
Gotta
what
keep it
it's
nice and
called.
smooth.
Yes.
I don't know what it's called, but I know Benihana. They do that. They just have a
Yeah.
chef in front of you. He makes the food
Where is that?
Yeah.
in Dubai. I've been to there in Dubai. I mean, it's kind of expensive, but they have a huge chain of. They have a huge chain in the states as well. You know, Steve Aoki.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Steve
his,
Aoki.
I think his
Yeah.
brother's the owner of, or his brother or father started the chain of
Oh,
Benihana.
nice.
Yeah.
No
So I was
way.
like, what a.
Yeah.
The guy's a DJ and it's like such a. It was like, oh,
Success runs in the
yeah,
family.
yeah. These guys are good at
You
what they
wanna-
do.
Dude, you got to do a backpack on the like the Silk Road. What in my head is like
Silk Road?
All the,
Silk
yeah,
Road? I
exactly.
would
dude. I was
love-
like all the
Do
way
it
from
like the
China,
Romans.
go
Uh-huh.
all the way to like
I don't
after
think-
you ran to Turkey.
I
let's
don't
start
think I
this
would
way.
survive
I don't know
that.
how
Doesn't it
Like
go through
backpack.
Afghanistan?
Well, okay, it goes through there, but we can skip a country. Like you know what I mean? But
Yeah, yeah.
it'd
You
be
kidding?
so
yeah,
fun.
you'll just all of a sudden fly. Like, you know,
Yeah, it's-
like-
you
But
in the
that's
plane.
honestly the most ultimate. Think of it. You
No.
land in Japan. First, you
I
experience
don't know
it. Then
how
you
I'd
start
feel
going.
I'd love to go.
backpacking, man.
Where? Why?
Like, I don't know.
Which places?
Well,
I feel like
Not
some
a fan of
places-
walking.
Like
No,
backpacking
no,
in
no.
general or there?
No, just there. Backpacking there.
Okay.
I don't think I'd do it.
Okay, yes, 100%. If
Yeah.
Afghanistan is not stable, I would definitely not
No,
do it. either.
not there. Like even China, I don't think I'd do it.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like
Maybe.
some places, if I have like,
I
if
don't
I
think
have
I'd do it.
time and I just wear like, especially if I'm a group of like a bunch of people, you know what I mean? Like 4 or 5, I would probably do it because like with everybody,
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's also such a unique experience where because things aren't planned, it's not like you're
Mhm.
going to a hotel or it's not like you're going anywhere. You're just going like you see the locals, but you definitely
I
kind
know
of
what you mean. It's like you want to
Mm.
not be on like a touristy
Yeah,
trip.
it's
You
like
wanna
yeah.
go
getting an
in it.
authentic
Yeah.
experience
just
in a way.
see what happens.
I
you
would
know,
do
on the
that,
way.
Yeah.
but not on the Silk Road because that's gonna take you like 3 months. I would do it Southeastern Asia, like
Oh, yeah.
Thailand, Philippines,
Thailand,
Indonesia,
100.
Oh, I'd love
Japan.
to go to
Eventually, I'd start out from the most east point. I wouldn't go to India because that's a beast on its own. Like I can't
Yeah.
include it, but
I have
and then
another
end
client
up
for
in
there.
Japan.
Yeah,
Because like last time when I went to Japan, it was 10 days. It was Tokyo and it was all touristy stuff. I
Mhm.
couldn't like, you
Do
didn't
everything.
go out and
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of did. We kind of went to like some nice spots, but like tried Kobe beef.
I'm so jealous.
Kobe beef.
Oh,
like
is that the
Wagyu.
cow?
It's like a certain region
Yeah.
of
Is that Wagyu?
No,
so
that's
it is Wagyu.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah,
A5 Wagyu, but then within a certain region of Wagyu, there's Kobe beef.
Oh my god, it's the 1% of the 1% of cows.
Yeah.
That's
Bro,
such an
I'll tell
elite
you.
cow.
We paid, was it
So expensive.
220, but it was like a 6 or 10 course meal. But then the steak we got in the end was like this big.
Yeah.
Because one, it was the only halal one in all of Japan that
Oh.
we knew of. Second, it was like, fancy enough. It was so funny. It was in a basement somewhere and it looked so sketchy.
really?
Me and my friend we went there. We're like, okay, is this the right place? Is this the right place? And back then, like, I don't think I had like my phone with Google Maps and all that. So I was just him. He was planning it. And I was just following him like, man, we're going to get murdered. That we go in, it's the fanciest shit. And it was like, there was no one in the restaurant except for us. Or
That's
like
good.
two other
You
people.
know that it's like
Yeah.
proper.
Yeah,
you know it's
when
proper,
not
yeah.
Stupid busy.
Man, although one thing that shocked me in Japan that I've never seen or heard of before, because I haven't done much traveling since I was a kid, but then I went to Japan. Red light districts.
Yeah.
So do you guys know what a red light district?
No.
Is that where
the stuff
let me
happens.
explain.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know what a red light district
I have
is,
no idea what it
it's
is.
a whole section of the city where some countries have it. Like I know in Amsterdam,
Amsterdam,
they
yeah.
have a huge one. In Tokyo, apparently they have one where
I don't know that.
all like brothels,
Sex work.
hostess bars, sex work, prostitution. It just happens. It
Where is
doesn't
this?
mean it's like
You say?
legal.
Where
But-
is this in Japan?
Yo, so this was in
Oh.
like
Yeah.
in smack middle in Tokyo. Like it was
Oh,
just a
okay.
whole red light district.
I never
And-
knew Tokyo has.
Yeah, I never knew. I never knew what a
Yeah.
red light district was. I was like 17 at the time. But the thing is, our hotel was in the middle of it. So me and my friend, you know, just we get one room in the hotel there, and we're walking around. I'm like, there's an awful lot of like, you know,
prostitutes.
I didn't know what they were. I was like, you know, like, you know, confident women here.
Yeah.
We're walking around, and like they see us, we're foreigners clearly.
Probably like
And-
money, and they probably go
and
after
then
you.
some guy from his bar just yells at us, "Hey, you want some sex?" I'm like, I'm 17.
The guy's offering, by the way. Just like,
No, because the guys are pimping them out
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
entrance, and they're just like handing out flyers and that. You know, in Montreal, you know, sometimes there's a guy on the intersection giving you like the thing for a neural
Yeah.
massage.
Yeah.
They're everywhere, and like I'm like sweating. I have all my stuff with me. I'm like, we just need to get to the hotel. We get to the hotel. The hotel's washroom wall wasn't a wall; it was just glass. So
Nice.
because it's in the red light district,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
meant for sex workers. So we go. It was fancy, by the way. The hotel, like
They must
we
have
didn't think it
been
would be.
so confused when you guys
Yeah.
showed
I was-
up.
going on?
and then
They were like,
and then he
Bit
wanted to
different.
take a shower, and you guys know who I went with. He took like a 40-minute shower because while he was taking a shower, I went down because I didn't want to be in the room.
Yeah.
And he's like,
course.
"I'll text you when I'm done." I'm like, "Okay." I go there, and 40 minutes I'm walking
3
around,
days
walking around,
later.
walking around. Everywhere I go, it's like, "Hey, sex here, sex here." I'm like,
Really?
Sex,
That's
fuck.
running away.
And, like,
insane.
I had a baby face. Like, you knew I was a minor. Like, why are you doing this?
Well, maybe it was just yelling. Like it was yelling specifically. Like,
No,
you?
because they see you. If they see that you're like a tourist,
Yeah,
because what's
Yeah,
that?
they go for you.
usually have money
Right.
if you're a
I'm
tourist.
like
Yeah.
my friend's the only other Arab guy that I saw there
That's true.
in all of Tokyo.
Really?
Like there are a lot of white people. Don't get me wrong. There's a bunch of black people. Weirdly, didn't think
Mhm.
like living there, not tourists.
oh, really?
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. There's like a more than I thought I'd find. And then I never saw any Middle Eastern dude or like.
I feel like it's like you wouldn't see a lot because I feel like not a lot immigrate there.
It's
I don't know.
impossible
it's
to immigrate
especially-
there.
Like you would probably,
Oh, is
some
it?
people would go, but it's just so exact.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, my cousin is in South Korea right now. I
Oh,
forgot.
really?
My cousin went to South Korea to study his master's last year.
No way.
Yeah, it was
They
just
have
like
good universities there.
they do,
right?
but he was like, it was just so different. He was like, at the beginning, it was so hard, but he was like,
Yeah.
because they're in Seoul, he's like, it's so easy to. Now, a lot of people speak English.
Mhm,
more
yeah.
than it is, but he's like, even in class, he's like, there's barely. He's the only foreigner in his class.
Wow.
So it was just like, it's just very different.
You can't immigrate there.
No, you can. It's just I think it's
Very
very
difficult.
hard
Wouldn't
to
it be hard,
get
like,
the
eating-wise?
to get the
Mhm.
passport, and it's very hard to like stay there if you're not working. Still, the only people that I know that were able to actually stay and live in Japan or South Korea is people who go there to work in special schools, teach English.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they go there and they teach kids. That's all they do.
Mm.
Wouldn't it be hard to find like halal food though there?
Yeah,
it is, but South Korea not so
Yeah,
hard.
but like in like Japan.
yeah, it was really, but it's all seafood.
Especially
so-
back
Yeah.
then. I feel like
Yeah.
now it's probably
Well,
way more.
now it's
but I have
probably
no
way
idea.
better,
Yeah.
but like
Over there, it would probably
5 years ago,
it'd be
even.
very, very hard. I
Yeah.
feel like to find. Even in Ottawa's so good right now.
Ottawa's
every
all
second,
halal food.
yeah.
Like,
every
if-
second food.
If you don't eat halal, it's because you don't want to, and like
Mhm.
whatever, it's all
Yeah.
you. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, there's never a need.
Yeah, that's
that's
and
fair.
then China probably has nothing.
Oh, hello.
China probably has no halal.
Oh, probably doesn't.
You know
have,
what's
I feel
going
like
on
it's
over
gonna be
there.
so- Oh, what was that? What was the province?
You
Yeah.
gear.
Was it you who you saw somebody? I don't know. Somebody who said he was so clueless. Wait,
What are you talking about?
who was telling me a story that the other day he was talking to some person that was actually from that province. He was like, "Oh, you should come and visit us in that province." It was such an
Someone
awkward-
living. You know someone living there.
Well, it was a customer. I think he came where I was working. And anyways, he came in and then he was talking about, "Oh, you should come visit us in that province specifically." And then I remember who was telling me this story. Anyways, he was just like, after talking to the customer, my friend was just like, "Do you know what's going on there?" He's like, "If I go there, I don't think it'd be the best of options." He's like, "No, don't worry, come." And just like, okay.
What would we do there? Why are you so persistent? It's like, how big is your house? Is it a sort of camp?
I would love to go there, man. Like the Far East in general, because I feel it's so different from what from what I normally you go to
What you
Europe and you go this.
experienced to.
The Far
Yeah.
East is such a different experience, so I would love to go there, but
Yeah.
it's issues. It's on the other side of the world. It's so difficult. Like you can't just
Where
you
are
can't
those
just go to
pyramids things like
Egypt.
you know those no not
Where are
not the pyramids. It's the
Oh.
ones that are like the stone ones. You know what I mean? You've
Those
definitely
are
seen it. Is it
South
Bali?
America.
Oh, can't.
No, I'm not talking.
Yeah, you're talking about the
that.
Aztec.
Wait, there's
Pyramid.
Mexico. I know
Yeah,
Mexico,
Mexico.
and
Are
I,
those in Mexico?
Yeah.
I think I saw some of the ones in
Also
Nepal.
Central America, I guess.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
no, Mexico.
I know
Because you
Cambodia has Angkor Wat, which is like one of the biggest temples in the. It's not a pyramid, but it's a huge temple. Looks.
Dude,
it's also one of
These things.
my bucket lists.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Machu Picchu.
Machu
Oh, I would
Picchu.
love to. One of my friends went there. I can't. That's insane.
I'm telling you,
Man, the whole
Machu
world,
Picchu.
man. It's
Just
so,
going and see.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to
It's
see it
like
once,
a
you know?
lost
Yeah,
city on
that's
top of
it.
a mountain. How much more Oh, speaking of that, there's a whole ghost city in China where the whole city it's old and it's just fully abandoned.
Is it the tsunami one?
Really?
Is this the tsunami one?
No. It's not a new city. It's like it's
Yeah,
ancient.
it's an old. Oh,
and it's
never mind.
just
Oh, okay.
it's just abandoned. I
That's
want to
so
go there.
cool.
I just remember that. And there's a terracotta army.
Oh, I would love to
yeah,
go
pretty
there.
sick. That's the
That'd be
stone
sick.
sculpture. Of the-
Yeah.
Man, there's I'm just
So much
there's
history
so many
there.
things you just want to see, and then like I don't know. I feel
Gonna
like
fight
before your
this
life,
cat.
you have to see it before you're 40.
Yeah, man, it's issues like
That's a very.
it's unfortunate that
That's a
everything just
short
costs
amount of
so much money, man. But it's
Yeah.
like
That's the issue with traveling. Like it's
How
literally
expensive it is?
it's a rich person's game.
Yeah,
it
now
is.
probably way definitely
It's now
more than
it's a rich person's
unless
game.
you just find somebody who's like, hey, yo, has a plane. Can you just take me around?
yeah
Your client.
so you need to find a
Mhm.
billionaire
That's
Yeah.
true. They just take you around.
to have a private jet.
I think that's if I had unlimited money, I think
Yeah.
that's probably what I would do. Just
100%.
travel the
Yeah.
world. Like I think that's if I could do anything, that would probably be that. Just to go.
Europe
and
would be very
experience-
easy because once
Europe
you're
would-
in
yeah.
Europe, it's very cheap for flights.
And you
Yeah.
can just go.
And even
they
the-
have
the-
trains.
Yeah, the trains are super fast.
But
But I would
bro,
love to go
I'd
there. I'd
fly.
love to go like
It's like
far east, like I
$30
said,
flights.
China, Japan,
Yeah,
Korea, like Thailand,
Yeah.
Cambodia,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like South America has so many things. Even-
Malaysia.
Yeah.
Malaysia.
Malaysia. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I'd
yeah.
love to see those.
And all halal food.
That's true. It's
That's true.
Yeah,
yeah.
is-
I know
yeah.
Indonesia also. Has
It's all.
Bali? Isn't Bali in Indonesia? I'm pretty sure it is.
I think so.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
think
one of
the
so.
most
Yeah,
popular
I'd love to
touristic
go to
places.
Bali, man.
But just
Bali's
the
so
whole
You can
beautiful.
go there
area.
and work as a Canadian for
Yeah.
like a year.
What a
without-
weird place. It's like why
Yeah.
Bali?
So a
No,
lot
but
of,
like you could work there like
photographers go
remotely.
there. Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I know, but
and
it
stay
like
very cheaply.
Oh, that's what you
Yeah.
mean. I just know a lot of photographers and a lot of content creators go to Bali because it's
Yeah.
so beautiful and so cheap.
Oh, yeah. If you guys could pick one, let's start with one now. If we
Yeah.
can't choose one, we'll do three
Okay.
maybe.
Three.
One place like
Okay.
your
No,
next
top one.
destination that you could go to. Like if you had all the money in the world, where would you go to next? Or we can say top three maybe because one's
Okay,
probably
top
different.
Wait,
three,
wait.
top
three.
Like
And in
as
no
a
order.
vacation spot, like a
vacation,
warm
vacation.
Okay, so like
or
a
a
warm,
staycation if I'm rich enough.
Oh.
no. Let's do vacation.
Let's do vacation because
Like
otherwise, yeah.
yeah, like it's
Staycation,
winter
I want to go
time.
everywhere.
Can we
But
say
yeah.
like, month vacation or 2 weeks?
Well, yeah, it's a
2 weeks.
vacation.
I would
still.
say 2 weeks.
2 weeks, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And you,
Even a month
you
is
can-
still a vacation, dude. Anything
No,
else
no,
is
no,
not
no,
too
like,
much.
because that would
bro, you're
change
not
my-
taking a month off work. Let's be real here.
I
You're
know.
not.
But if you're rich,
But if you
If
can,
you're rich, yeah.
No, okay, one second.
Alright.
Let's
Odds are you
let's take in
can't.
the scope,
No,
the original
I don't know
scope.
a
You're there
single
for 2
workplace
weeks.
that
I
allow
feel
you to
like
take a month off.
I feel like when it's a month, there's a lot of proper like living there to a certain
Yeah,
extent. So let's just do 2 weeks.
Because
You-
it's a
top-
vacation
Top
spot,
three
not
places, like I said, there's no order. Not like this
Yeah,
more
yeah.
than just top three. Where would you go? And let's do cities if you can. 'Cause
Cities.
yeah.
Okay,
countries,
so
it's like-
I'm thinking like warm
Yeah.
places because of vacation.
Or do you want countries? We can do countries.
Well, I'll say country then pimp.
I
Okay,
already
yeah.
know your countries.
Yo, name 'em.
Australia is one of them.
Australia.
Yeah.
Australia,
You gotta
number
say-
one.
Australia,
You gotta
Australia,
say
then
one.
maybe
No, no,
Australia.
I
New
want to go.
Zealand. Oh,
I want to
sorry.
go to the Maldives, which I believe are
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know.
I
Is
think
it
so.
Maldives or Maldives?
I think Maldives.
Maldives, and then I want to
That
go to
makes
Bora
more
Bora.
sense. Maldives.
And I just
Oh,
want, I just
you're
want
like
to
an
stay
island
on
guy.
those house things in the water. That's
Yes.
all I want
Yes.
in life right now.
Those are so
It's like a
friggin' insane.
$10,000 to $20,000 experience.
Yeah. Is it
But
that much?
It's
Wow.
yeah. For the ones on the
US
water,
probably.
and I just want to live there. Like I just wanna,
Those are so. Imagine, you have like.
looking under you. It's glass, and it's just like
A shark.
Is it
a
one?
stingray, and you're just like, bruh, I have my own. Yeah,
Is it-
you bonk it on the nose. You're like,
Is it one of those where just like you have the houses and just in the water and there's like the plank pathway?
Yeah.
Imagine just all of us. We rent a bunch of places like that.
so
You
A
just
private
open your
island.
door. There's like
a private
you there
island
and
is
you there.
something you just. I think one needs to rent out.
So
How hungry
you
are you?
have like $100,000 at least.
No. There's
Yeah, we
ones
watched
that-
it on Netflix.
Yeah, there was one that was only how much it was saying. It was
It was
there's-
like
there's two ones.
$60,000,
there's one that was
$70,000.
$6,000 and the other one was 50. Yeah, the expensive one. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was that was a like an actual private island with like
a fucking
A proper-
airway. It had an airway, like where
Yeah, but like
planes
it
would
had
sit.
what we wanted, like from Bora
Yeah.
Bora. Like the
Because
other
there's one
ones
that was,
was
like,
like a little,
17
yeah, but
K.
that was like a little cabin in the middle of like, I don't know,
Those are
Detroit
yeah,
or
no,
some
no,
shit with a
no,
little
the
lake.
4K one. I remember
That was
it.
very cheap, but like
Yeah.
that's not the experience I want.
My issue with that is that let's say you're there for 2 weeks. What can you do for 2 weeks there? It's not like
Bora
you,
Bora,
or
they
like,
have so many
on a private
tourist
island?
things, man.
Oh, I get what you mean.
No, they take
because it's
you.
not like Japan where you can go see this
Bro.
ancient or you can eat here, but just you're.
So they have
in the
EDM
water. Unless
festivals
it's-
on boats.
Oh, there
okay.
you go.
Also, there's like cruises and stuff as part of the.
Yeah. No, you have
Oh.
to pay extra for these. But
Oh.
then you go to like sea turtle conservation.
We said unlimited
like,
money,
it's
so yeah.
actually
Okay, yeah,
insane
yeah,
the
yeah.
stuff you can do there.
But I get what he means. Is like
Yeah.
if you want to do it like a way where you say you
It's-
probably go to a city that has a small island, book one night like
Yeah, that
an
was-
Airbnb there,
yeah.
go to the island and come back.
Wait. So hold on. Let's not get
Uh,
off track
yeah.
though. You said so. What were your
He said
choices?
Australia.
Australia, Maldives, and Bora Bora. Bora Bora.
Where is Bora Bora?
I don't know.
It's another island.
It's another islandy
This
place.
is pretty cool. What about you?
Where is it?
Or what's it? We can go you.
I was looking that way. I don't know.
Oh man, I have a.
You can countries, just any.
Yeah,
Here's
anywhere.
the thing. I don't know.
You could have
I
been
don't know
there
the country.
before.
I
We'll
want to go
keep
to
it
Hawaii
simple.
a lot.
Although apparently
is-
right now you should not be.
Yeah.
Why?
You should because apparently like I didn't read much into it, but the actual people who live in Hawaii are in a way suffering because there's a lot of over tourism and they're taking a lot of their
Yeah.
rights and stuff to make way for the tourists and they are saying like don't come to Hawaii because we're suffering and stuff like I don't know
Yeah.
too much
Tale
about
as
it.
Okay,
old
once
as
their
time.
suffering is gone,
Yeah.
I want to go to Hawaii.
It literally
When you said that,
zero
yeah,
shit. It's like,
no,
oh,
fuck.
once they're
When they
done,
stop
no, fuck.
whining,
Yeah.
I'll go there. When they stop crying, little
Stop being
bitches.
little.
I just want a small corner to just observe. I just want to see how beautiful it is, and then I'll do it.
It would be.
But I
very
feel you.
beautiful.
Yeah, no. If like
Yeah.
we don't have to go if there's like, but I just want to see because dude, it's so beautiful. The the lava mountains that they have there. It's just the
Mhm.
volcanic mountains, and also just the
Yeah.
view. I feel like is very very beautiful,
Yeah.
and the private islands are insane there. So like
That's
that's
I will
one
say
place
Hawaii.
I feel like Hawaii would really. And for me, then I want to go to like somewhere in South America, probably Brazil because I have a lot to choose from.
Brazil. I would love to see
Brazil?
Ooh.
the
Has a lot.
the
Jesus thing.
Yeah, Brazil has
Yeah.
like so much going on.
You should go during the carnival.
Yeah,
or
I know which
Carnaval.
one.
Yeah,
it's
that's
called.
huge.
World
That's
Carnival,
insane.
whatever.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not in Brazil, is it?
It
The
is, it
Jesus
is
thing?
in
No,
Brazil,
the
yeah.
Jesus thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
in
is.
Brazil,
yes.
is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in
Okay.
Rio.
It's in
It
Rio.
looks-
Okay.
Haven't you watched the
insane.
movie Rio?
Have you seen
No.
Fast and Furious? I'm pretty
No.
sure you've seen that thing at well, at least at some point.
Yeah.
He's Brazil.
I
you
love
know,
our
Vin
two different
Diesel.
choices. for
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I remember this now.
All right,
so
so
Brazil. What was your other one?
Brazil,
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
But like if Hawaii doesn't work, Bali is just as equivalent to me. I feel like they're
Mhm.
almost the same, just one's on the other side.
Okay, so Hawaii, Brazil, and Bali.
no, my
No.
third would just be I want to go back home, dude. The food, I miss it. I
Mm.
want to go to Iran. I would literally dip so fast.
That's not unrealistic. It's
Yeah.
unrealistic.
Yeah.
I could say actually I don't have a home, but I can say like,
Dude, I'm telling you.
Such
Sorry, sorry,
depressing
sorry.
stories. I don't have a home. I'm like, I should be
such
really
an
sad right now.
attention grab comment. That was not. I didn't mean it that way. I didn't. I was. This is my train of thought.
Finger gunning everything.
We're not getting into this. Go.
But I don't know.
No, like
for-
vacation.
Well,
Yeah, we're saying vacation.
Yeah.
it is a vacation.
Okay,
No, no, no.
Unrealistic
no, no. Like
vacation.
an
That's too
unrealistic
realistic.
vacation.
Because you will go there
You don't
back
even
at
need
some
that
point.
much
Yeah.
money there.
Okay, do I have money a lot?
Yeah, it's unlimited
Yeah,
money.
unlimited money.
Okay, I'm
That's
going to
money's not
Dubai,
an
dude.
obstacle.
Oh my god,
Dubai?
I would have.
Dubai, you
I
just
would
want to
just-
fly on one of those
Bro,
fucking
Dubai,
jet
you can
things.
have a lot of
it is,
That's
though.
a waste. I'm sorry.
Here's-
I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
it
it's
is-
a
it's
waste.
a huge
You're
waste.
telling me I have 3 options. 2 of them I'll go to the best nature
Yeah.
places in the world. The
No.
third I'm going luxury.
Yeah, you gotta
mode.
go
No.
luxury. I see. I gotta
You
see
see,
that.
I have
No,
3 options.
it's a waste. I still think it's a
Okay,
waste.
okay. I've lived in Dubai.
Yes, But-
I haven't done the fancy
I'm
things.
talking
Don't get
about
me
the
wrong.
like the. You have as much money.
Man,
But it's
Dubai,
like-
you can have a lot
Think
of
of
fun there.
all the tech that is in Dubai.
100%.
I would wear that jet thing. Remember that they have right now jets.
jetpacks.
The
Yeah.
jetpacks. You
Like-
wear. I'm fucking
You're
Superman.
skipping all the world wonders to go on a jetpack.
Yeah.
I have
But,
2
like,
world wonders that I can experience.
Nature.
You know,
and
actually,
life.
why are we judging you? You know what? It's
Okay,
your
here's the thing.
vacation.
Yeah.
If you guys come and tell me I have no money, I fully get with you. You're telling me
No.
I have so much money.
No.
I can't spend all that money if I go to another country. Whereas
You
Dubai,
can buy the pyramids.
okay,
Yeah,
I get what you.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm just-
Here's the thing. Having been in Dubai and having like I haven't done every rich thing you can do, but I've been fortunate enough to do a lot of these things. You can have so much fun there, man. The things you can, because it's well, Dubai. What's the Dubai? They're trying to take the best things from the world and putting into one place.
There's
100%.
everything you can experience.
But I feel
there.
like nature is something that's so.
Oh, here-
And you know that's preference though. You're
Yeah.
right.
Well,
That's
that's,
very-
very,
You're thinking of
very
that, yeah.
specific.
Yeah.
Like nobody thinks, I want to see
like,
history of
pure
human
peace.
nature.
I don't know.
I'm
I
gonna
feel
go to
like
Dubai.
This is
You go there
exactly
for
what I- That's why I
luxury.
said like backpacking. If we're doing dude, if somebody
don't go to
walks
Dubai
up to Dubai,
backpacking.
I would do why? I'm backpacking. Why would I ever want to do that to
But
myself?
to experience like luxury, yeah,
To
that's
experience luxury with
You
no much
backpack
money.
through Dubai.
sand.
He's like, ooh, you get pissed
get
off
what
by
I mean. It's like,
hyena.
because you have like, if I'm limited, I fully get it. I would
Yeah.
love nature because like I feel like with nature, I don't care about money. I can experience the thing without spending a dime. I just walk to the place and like I have it
No.
in front of me.
But
Okay.
to be at like I don't know, to get to some of these places in for nature, like you have to have money.
Yeah,
to
but
get
you're
there.
not spending that much money, dude.
Bro, you're
There's
spending
no way.
thousands of dollars. Like you could spend like
Dubai would
like,
probably
bro,
10
Maldives,
times of how much
to
you
do
have
everything
spend.
that I'd
Probably,
want to
yeah.
do. I've priced it out.
Yeah.
120 grand.
Okay. That same level of fun.
You
if we're
priced
talking
that?
about in
I've
Dubai.
priced it to do everything I want to do. 120
Does that include
grand.
food and stuff, or just to do?
That's
the
not
things?
food. That's just
Just-
tourist stuff.
Bro, if I spent 120K
But I
on
feel
my
like
vacation,
120K is just going to be your one night in a hotel in Dubai.
That's a 2 week stay.
You know what I mean?
2 week stay to do all
Yeah.
the touristy things I want to do there. 120 grand.
Yeah, I feel like Dubai
USD, by the way.
probably stay in like the Burj Al Arab. You know, that's probably half the price of
Like,
that.
this is
You'll
something
do-
I'll definitely like. It'd be
assuming,
my
you know,
second
unless
option.
It's
Yeah.
unlimited money. You can do what you want. I'd probably go Dubai and
Like,
go
yeah,
all
where
out.
is it in the world where you can spend all the money? No,
Probably-
we're just talking like yeah,
Monaco.
I think probably
Okay, Monaco is not is a, but
Puerto
compared
Rico?
to Dubai though, you have so
But-
much more.
You
in
know,
Dubai.
places like things like Hong Kong and Well, I don't know about
Hong
Hong Kong
Kong
now,
is
but
also not bad.
Shanghai.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah.
huge places.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah.
because there are cities that put Dubai to shame. And
Well, because Dubai's kind of
is
new
sick.
in a way.
Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
Dubai,
yeah.
Dubai is sick, but it is new. That's the
Mm.
thing.
Yes,
There are spaces where all you can do in Dubai is found in one like neighborhood. Okay, maybe not a neighborhood, but like one city, and then
Yeah.
another city 2 hours down has like things that you've never even heard of in Dubai. Minus all the fancy stuff, just think of all the food.
Food in Dubai is amazing though.
It is amazing, but it's like you can never have anything authentic other than like the Arab food for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah, I get what
But
yeah.
It has everything, but not the best of anything.
It's like a jack of
In
all
terms of
trades,
food, in
master
terms
of
of
because
none.
food.
everything
But-
is there. You
but,
know
but
what
at
I
the
mean?
same time, that's it. Like
Because-
if you if you go to China, you'll get like, a lot of Chinese food and stuff. Dubai, you're getting some of the best. I mean, it's like I said, it's not like you won't have Chinese food in Dubai as good as you would in China, but you're having
I think it's
so like
everyone
And
has
on top
different
of that, you
personal
have-
That's the thing,
preferences
yeah,
on
like,
what they
this
would
is literally
want
all
out
preference.
of,
But I
like,
mean,
if they had the
Dubai
ultimate
would not be
thing.
my list, but I would totally see that. Especially right now, one of my friends is in Dubai.
Mhm.
She's like, you look at her story, you'd think she's in paradise right now. Every
Mhm.
single day doing all these insane things. It's absolutely insane. But
I feel like I just get a lot out of it, and then those
Yeah.
two, my options has to be related to.
and
the
you can go
nature
to the
things.
world islands there, rent. I don't know, probably buy an
yeah,
island
yeah,
there. Even I don't
Yeah.
even know if you can
Yeah,
still
And
buy
the
them
global
there.
village. Have you ever been to
Yeah,
the global
yeah,
village?
I've
in
been there
Ireland?
once or
It's
twice.
so much fun.
Yeah,
I just want to get that jet, to be honest. I just wanna-
Yeah.
just
I don't
wanna
think
do this.
it's still prototype. You can't fly.
Well, like no, I was reading the other day.
Theoretically, if he's
You
rich enough.
could if you have money. It was actually how much was it? It was saying it's like $20,000 to try it out.
Is it like an
Is it?
actual jet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
So
thought
but
you were
you're
talking about
not-
those water jet
flying
ones.
it though.
What do you mean?
No,
You're
this
not
is like
flying
a
it.
full-on-
You're
Oh.
attached.
Pretty
Oh
sick,
yeah,
to be
yeah, yeah.
honest.
You're attached. But here's the thing: I have unlimited money. I'll just do 4 times the guy. Then fifth time I'm flying this. It's the same thing as
There's
skydiving.
No, it's not. They're
Okay, if
guaranteed
you
it's not.
have
They're
enough
not
money-
taking that risk, bro.
100%. If
They're
you
not
have
taking that
enough
risk.
money, you could do anything you want.
No, because if
You can go to
if it-
space.
You go
Say-
up to the
say-
guy, be like, "Yo,
say
30K," and
say
don't look at it.
fucks up, okay?
Yeah.
Guess what? They have a fucking thing that happens. You die.
Yeah.
The company is gonna get fucking disbanded.
Okay, but you paid.
But
They're
you
not gonna
paid
care.
100K.
You paid them so much money.
Yeah, yeah.
They say 100K. I pay them a mil.
I'm telling you. May as well go
It's
to
really-
yo, bro. You may as well go to Mars at that point.
You can. Talk to
Yeah.
Jeff.
It's 6 months.
Top. Yeah.
It's 6 months.
All right. So once so we got his. What about your top 3?
Oh, I'm still thinking, to be honest. Do you have a top 3?
I could probably figure something out. One, I would say probably Japan. I
Yes.
would love. I haven't been. You've been there.
Yeah.
I would love to go to because, like I said, it's so different from anything I've experienced. I think it would be such a fascinating trip to me. I think Japan would be one.
But where in Japan exactly?
Okay,
Like
well,
a city,
I
yeah.
said countries, but if we're doing cities as
Cities.
well, well, I literally went on tourism Japan the other day or like a month ago just to sort of see what there is. I believe I could probably go to Tokyo and do most things there, but
Yeah.
like I don't know, man. There's just so much in Japan. Like
There's
it's
so much. You're right.
it's
That would have been one of my
absolutely
options.
yeah. Well, you've already been there, you lucky fucking bastard. But
But no, 10 days,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I didn't see anything.
I was
Like,
gonna ask you, how was the 10 days? Was that enough, or you think like, oh, you
No,
needed-
no. We only stayed in Tokyo and we couldn't even scratch the surface.
Wow.
And like, man, we did so much walking. Like, we tried to do as much like touristy stuff, but it's so much. It's so dense.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
But I
can't-
feel like also 10 days is not going to be enough for this because
It's
you,
not.
you
It's
need a
literally
little
a
bit more.
teaser.
Because if it isn't, you're just constantly running every day. The
we
10th
were.
day, I'm
My
gonna be
feet were
exhausted.
so tired, but like by the end of the 10 days, we felt like we didn't do anything. We're like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Oh, one of those natural spas too you see in the animes.
Oh,
I
a
wanted
hot
to
spring.
go.
Iceland.
I
Oh,
wanted to.
Iceland, yeah.
Hot spring is going to be very, very good.
I wanted to go, but like
now is that a,
some
it's
people
a
on the trip
potential,
weren't comfortable
man.
showing their wee wee
That
to
would be
people.
fun. Oh, like do they actually do it there? Like,
Yeah, you
yeah.
go in naked. I mean, you can
it's
hold
like a
the
high
towel
school
over.
locker room. Dude.
I mean, I've never been. To be honest, is that a real high school locker room where everyone's naked? Because I've never been
seen
inside
in
of one.
university. Yeah,
in
we see
university when you
professors
go, you just see like
wieners.
pops coming out, just like.
but it's not like
It's so weird. I feel like I've violated my professors.
But I've
for some
only
reason.
seen old people do it in the university
it's-
one.
it's
At
always
U Ottawa, like it's
15
only I
minutes.
see an old guy just like walking around like it's like they want to show. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
There's nobody here that wants
Prop
to
their
see it.
leg up onto the bench.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Oh, I
air
see
it out.
this. Yeah, yeah, it's too
he's
much.
going like
And
this
they're
to
like
dry it
talking
out.
to you, and they're just like, and you're like, leave me alone.
Yeah,
I
please.
want to leave.
Dude, you know a cool place? Cape Town.
South Africa.
In
Oh,
South,
yeah,
in
yeah.
South- I just Africa. I feel like if I want to go anywhere,
Africa has
that's
a
also
lot
very,
of
very
hidden
nice.
gems. The issue is
Yeah.
that, like, I have a bunch of friends from South Africa.
Yeah. Some of them are very unstable and very dangerous.
It's
yeah,
there's
because
a
it's
lot
like
of crime.
cartels.
It's, and I'm pretty sure
groups
South
and-
Africa is one of the the better,
Yeah.
more developed
Yeah.
places, which is a shame. Africa is beautiful, man. I know my uncle. He went on a safari in Africa, and it's beautiful. It is such an insane place, man.
Mhm.
Africa is such a because it's huge, right? There's so much you can.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
now I
animals,
don't know
dude.
what specific countries. I mean, Egypt. I would love
Yeah.
to go see the pyramids. It's a huge thing.
Yeah.
But
What's your
yeah.
other top three?
oh, so okay. I said
So it's
Japan.
okay.
I'm a huge history guy. I would.
Sitting is so
I've already
cool.
been to Italy.
Oh, he's gonna.
Which
hit
was
us with
amazing.
Rome, I said.
No, Rome is beautiful. I think
It
if,
is,
if you
yeah.
like history,
You gotta go.
you have to go to Rome. But I
Rome
would
or
say Greece. I would
Oh,
say
that's
Greece.
what I was gonna
'Cause
say.
I
Yeah.
love the Mediterranean climate, and you can go to like
Yeah.
you can go Athens to get you can go to the Acropolis and stuff. But then you can go to Santorini and Mykonos and go to the islands. You know what I mean?
Mykonos
Those are
would be
in-
so nice to go. to.
Insane. Third, I don't know. This is
This is a tough one.
We'll throw Iceland in there for the
Mediterranean,
hot
by the way, is
springs.
beautiful. I
Yeah,
have to say,
Mediterranean,
all
yeah.
those places, the
Yeah. Yeah.
perfect temperature.
the weather's
See,
It's
th-
just spot on.
like some
Yeah.
of these places that you're talking about, like Greece,
Mhm.
would definitely be on there, or anywhere in Europe. But those are like realistic for me. So if I was super super rich, like I'd go like other places because that place I'd go just for the museums and the history, like Italy, Greece, and that. So
Yeah.
it's like doable without being rich.
But for me, like my desire to go to Greece is still so high that you know what, I'm gonna still throw it in there. My third, I don't know.
We're
man.
getting a boat if you go to Greece. By
Huh?
the way, we're getting a fucking
Oh.
yacht.
Oh yeah.
That'd be
Just
so
sit
nice.
in the middle of the Mediterranean, ooh,
Baby.
just looking out.
Yeah.
I know you know how cheap Greece is, and when the
Yes,
guys were planning their Europe trip,
Insane.
you can get Airbnbs. Like I remember
That's what
one of my
happens
friends,
when the country's
Christos,
bankrupt.
was
Yep.
he was showing us Airbnbs. I'm not even kidding. You could fit, if my memory is correct, when we were looking at the Airbnbs, you can get some to fit everyone for like $20 a night.
Yeah.
$20.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Well,
That's
the-
insane.
It makes kind of sense.
And
I feel like,
they're
especially if it's a
huge.
country that just has absolutely no money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have family that lives in Greece too. I wonder. I think they're in Athens, but Greece for sure. Just because there's so much history, the weather's beautiful. My only drawback to Greece is that I would imagine it feels in a way similar to Italy in some regards in terms of people, and
Mhm.
similar to
Yeah.
Lebanon in that sense. Like when I was in Italy, beautiful place, but I could not shake this idea in my head that this is so much like Lebanon, from the way the people treat you to the the weather,
yeah.
the monuments and stuff. Like we have have you seen we have a temple of Jupiter in Lebanon. You would, from the Roman Empire, you would think it's straight out of Rome, but
Yeah.
it's not.
I mean, yeah,
It's-
anywhere that was under
yeah.
the Roman Empire is gonna be a little bit close.
Exactly. And I mean the proximity as well. It's right
Yeah.
there. So that's my only issue with the Greece. But I think I would still love to. I would love to go to the plains. Where the Battle of Thermopylae, I think it's called, with the Greece and then the Persian Empire. They fought. You can literally go there.
Yes.
Christos has been to
No
that.
way.
I mean, there were not
That's
actually
sick.
300 Spartans against like 1,000,000 like in the
Yeah.
movie, but it was a real battle. And I think Christos has been to that field where that battle took. And just imagine when you're standing there and
It's like
you think back like thousands of years ago, people were literally killing each other. It's just such a.
So nice.
But that's
and I'm standing
literally-
here.
When I
Yeah.
was in Rome, I'm like touching the monuments and I'm like, this thing has been here for 2,000 years.
Yeah.
It's such a, I don't know. It's such a
How
cool
many
thing.
people has
Mind-blowing.
seen this?
Yeah.
Eyes, how many eyes have landed on
Exactly.
this monument?
But so yeah, Greece would be one. Oh man, third?
So right now we have Japan, Greece.
Japan, Greece. This is where it gets.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got the
Because you got one more.
you got the fun and the food. You got the history. What's the third aspect?
He's doing luxury.
See, I want to do luxury, but at the same
Word.
time, you
want
know,
your nature.
I think something like I think Switzerland would be really cool.
Oh,
Yes.
I mean,
Switch,
if
you
you're
can spend
rich,
money.
you should go to
Switzerland would be
Switzerland.
really
Yeah.
So
cool.
expensive.
I think also something like Russia would.
Russia would be so unique, dude.
Yeah,
It'd be
you go
going
going to like my dad really wants to go. You know, going to the Kremlin, going
Yeah.
to all these things in Russia. It's such a also it's one of those places that's so different.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's
I feel like it's so disconnected from the
or
rest of
actually, you
the
know, I
world.
haven't.
Yeah.
This is also more realistic. I haven't been to England yet. I would love to go to England.
Yeah.
Road
I
trip.
would-
He's rich, walks in with a top hat and a monocle. Like, yo, bro.
I would love
shanked in London.
I would love.
is also a really good
I
place
would
to be
love to go
luxury
to
too.
London. I would
Yeah.
love to. Man, I don't know. Can we do top 5? I'm kidding.
Yes, we can do top 5.
Okay, so I'd add
We'll come
Russia.
back to you guys.
Okay.
Russia for 3, you know, and London or England 4. No, it's the 5th one. I don't know. Top 4. We did top 4.
No, you gotta go fifth.
Wait, Iceland. We will say
There we
Iceland.
go.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait, nothing in South America?
Oh, top 6.
No,
bro, Iceland.
Relax,
I feel like
No,
yes.
guys.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's when you're rich. There's so many
Yeah.
places. Iceland, you don't need to be rich.
Can we do
Just-
Antarctica?
Let's take a year and just travel the entire
Okay, that
world.
was such an experience though. That would be so cool.
That's a whole ass country.
How many
now.
people say they've been to Antarctica?
This is what I'm saying. That's why if I ever in my life, I don't know, I was just thinking if somehow I pay or go to imagine space and you look down in that moment, what do you think? Like how many people, less than 100, have actually seen the view that it's exactly opposite?
Aliens.
No, I
in
was gonna say it's the
Antarctica.
exact opposite of what you were talking about the Romans.
Yeah.
How you know like how many eyes
Yeah.
have laid upon this?
Yeah.
This is the exact
How
like
many-
how little eyes have actually like seen the world.
Oh, I would trade all that to
Yeah.
go to the moon for like
A moon.
Oh, would you?
10 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Literally even less.
Yeah.
Man,
I think-
it'd be so beautiful.
Just imagine
It would be.
looking at the Earth from. I think my whole
Absolute
life would
quietness,
just.
dude.
I don't even know.
That's
I would
the insane
Absolute
thing, right?
quietness.
I
Yeah.
would just throw a rock so hard that it would escape the atmosphere, and it will just keep going.
Like One
Yeah.
Punch Man. What do you
No, listen. If I'm
Could
on
you
the
do
moon,
that?
if
Could
I'm
you,
on
like,
the
actually
moon,
throw it past the. I don't
no,
know.
because it's
No.
gonna get caught by
Yeah.
another orbit. But
Yeah.
if you throw a rock hard enough at the right angle, theoretically,
Go straight to Earth.
you could, not only
You
go,
put-
it will go
Play catch.
outside of the solar system, and that rock will be.
Eventually.
go.
You-
Yeah.
If you write something on it, will be the the thing out of humanity that traveled the farthest.
But by the time it hits something, you're like grandkids, grandkids, grandkids,
don't care.
grandkids,
I don't care.
grandkids.
The aliens
If
will
they're
find my
alive by
rock.
then, yeah. I know when NASA sent the last rover to Mars, I went online and I signed this thing. It's like you can digitally sign your name, or they'll put your name on this. I was like,
Oh,
The aliens come
George
back,
on.
they're taking you.
yeah, like, you want George on? I'm like, I have no idea who that guy is.
They come by and say,
don't know what
"Where
you're
is
talking
he?"
about. But yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean, okay, we're bringing space into this, boys.
Okay, wait,
No,
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 no, no, no.
We just
We can't go
expanded
that
our
deep.
boundaries.
Let him go.
Fucking Jupiter. Big boy.
Imagine if Earth had rings and you could. I feel like that. Sometimes I thought about that. If
I
you
feel
could,
like we're gonna
We,
have
we do have
hotels,
rings.
though.
Yeah, they're trash
100%.
rings though.
yeah,
Yeah, trash rings.
Yeah, we do. Like
Satellite
it's very
rings.
dense actually.
Dude, we're definitely gonna have like big, imagine ISS like things going around, but for hotels. Huge hotels going around
I
there.
think we're
It's
gonna
gonna go
go
up and
into an
come down.
apocalypse before that. But
Yeah, the
I feel
world's
like
gonna
we're
end
saying that,
because of
but
climate change.
We're not
I'm
that
not
far
very
away.
Hypothetical
though.
scenario.
Bro, we're 7 years away
Okay,
from
I
the
know
world
we
being
say this, but in
irreversible.
7 years, I feel like we're gonna be so advanced. Like personally, I feel like
really,
We're not
before,
gonna be that level
before
of
we
advanced.
die. I genuinely think we're gonna have a lot of things in the space comparatively
no,
to right
like
now.
don't get me wrong. Elon
Yeah.
Musk
Before we
is
die.
gonna go. Jeff
No, no,
Bezos is gonna go.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
die.
No,
Those
we're,
buildings
we're,
are
we're
gonna
not-
start
I
life
feel
on
like
Mars
it's gonna be
before we.
our end of our life is where it's just becoming to become like commercializing space. Is it going to become something regular by the end of our life?
No.
When we're 80s.
But think about it.
No.
Why? It's so much money and effort that we don't like. So
Like,
much
the
like
average
resources
person is
that we
not gonna
don't
be able to go.
have.
Like
to
only
go.
like top millionaires will be able to go.
It's gonna be.
By the
It's
time
gonna
we're
be.
80?
Yeah,
No,
guaranteed.
We're gonna have
There's
the
no way.
tech
Yeah.
to do it. I think,
Yeah.
but nobody's gonna like. Nobody
one's gonna
has
be able to
money
pay
or
for it.
time or the resources to go and bring
Bro,
like
people are
normal
barely
people.
able to
Because
buy
I feel like
fucking
at a certain
houses.
point, it's going to become so much like once we hit that point of how much AI can help us, and it starts helping us
It's
in a lot of
about-
I think
industries.
it's too far.
gas, my
AI is
guy.
gonna take itself and leave us here, man.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like these guys are doomed, man. That's
It's
it.
like what the?
They're like,
it don't make.
humans, you're fucking dying.
But
Get out of here.
honestly, compare your grandma, how much she saw to in her life
yeah.
in the past 100 years. They were on horses, dude. They were literally on
Yeah,
horses.
yeah.
My guys
Sure.
are as a Superman flying over Dubai. Like that's how
Yeah,
different it is
but-
right now.
But like the cost
But you
of
can't
things
do
never
it again.
changes.
That's the thing is like, yeah, the cost
Things
and the
only get more
resources-
expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Okay,
and
This is- this is
we're
the
running
thing.
out of resources.
We're running out of resources. Things only get more
I'm
expensive.
pretty sure back then
and the
if
world,
somebody were
the
to wear
planet is dying.
Okay. Hear me out though.
It's
Hear me
turned
out though.
very dark.
I
Were we
feel
talking
like,
about traveling?
I feel like
You didn't even give us your list yet.
It's fine.
We'll get
wait,
back.
I'll say this and then you can tell me about this. You have to tell us.
You
so
can't
top
beat the
two-
planet is dying.
No, okay, yes,
We're
the planet is dying.
yeah, we're
but
almost
I feel like
irreversible.
to some point, a lot of things, I feel like it's not as like it's gonna end in 7 years. I feel like we
No,
have definitely
no,
more years. but it's
7
definitely
years
limited.
becomes irreversible, and then you know what
Yes,
happens?
yes, yes.
Places like
100%.
LA become uninhabitable.
But
So we gotta go next year then.
Maybe like-
I've literally done courses on this.
Yeah, but you're saying things of everything's getting expensive.
Canada's going to be one of the only places you can live in 50 years if we continue on our how we're doing.
Yeah, that's not an argument. But no, I'm just saying, assuming the planet's gonna make it. So assume that it's gonna make it. It's
It's
not
not.
gonna be that bad. People come. I feel like think of it this way: 60 years ago, if somebody wanted to drive a car, it would have been the equivalent of somebody paying $3 billion bucks right now. Okay, million. $3 million, not
ducks.
billion.
Quack.
$3 million right now to do something.
Mhm.
That would have probably been the equivalent when the first car came out.
No,
Because
I
nobody had it.
see what you're
I
saying.
see what you're saying, but it's still things have only gotten more expensive since then.
If
Think
we're, if
bread used to cost you 5 cents.
Okay, yes, but
Bro,
5
most people
cents-
can't afford bread.
Okay, but you're mixing. There's inflation back then. That 5 cents was probably $15 what it is right now.
no,
No. Not that
100%.
extreme. Not inflation's not that
Why
extreme.
get a guy
that's
get
a whole other
$1?
beast.
We are
that's a
so
whole,
off track
that's
right
a whole
now.
other beast. Like if
This
we're
guy
gonna
still
talk
hasn't
about
given us a single one.
Yeah, that's
Let's go
true.
back.
how did we get to
I
inflation?
know. I'm sitting here. I'm like,
5 cents.
what is happening right now? All right, give us your top
Yeah.
12 countries, whatever I did.
and space colonies and how you feel about
top
inflation.
plan the yeah,
Alien economics as well.
Man, this feels so boring now. We're talking about like alien economics and bread.
We'll get back to that on another episode of the podcast.
Anyways, I can't. Okay, yeah, whatever. Yeah, Japan. Yeah,
Back to
anyway,
boring
back to
Earth.
bread. No, I'd go to Japan but that would be my luxury / like food.
Mm.
Like that would be. It wouldn't be just for the nature. Don't
You
get
can
me
do
wrong,
everything in Japan.
You
I
can do
literally feel-
everything, but Japan, just Tokyo. Kids that are 5 are wearing designer.
Yeah.
It's so bougie. This is one thing that they don't actually talk about
So is
in
no
Tokyo.
poverty there? Like, is it
There's a
very low?
huge divide in
Yeah.
between the classes.
Oh.
The rich people are rich. Like when I was there, I would see like toddlers in like Coach. It's a
Really?
toddler, right? Like I know Coach is not
Yeah.
fancy, but like it's a
Mhm.
toddler,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
He
like
has no business wearing Coach, man. What
yeah,
the-
and my friend who went with me was, he's kind of bougie. He went to shop. Like apparently, he was telling me like Tokyo is one of the best places to shop for designer brands.
Mhm.
But I'm not into designer, but I'm saying like there's fancy stuff in Tokyo. I'd love to
Yeah.
do all of it. And
This
like
is- yeah, 100%. I feel like Tokyo is also a good place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like England and Dubai. I feel like if
Yeah.
you want to spend money,
Yeah.
you can spend money.
second place, I'd go to Madagascar. Can't believe none of you guys said Madagascar.
See, I thought about it, but I'm like,
I
it's
feel-
so remote.
But
that,
it's,
like,
if you're rich enough, you know, you can
yeah.
literally do whatever you want in
There-
Madagascar.
I'm pretty sure
Brazil
there's
is very
wildlife
close to
there
that,
that-
though.
No, it's not. Madagascar is in Africa.
No. Yes, no.
it is Africa. Yeah,
No,
it's-
it is
Madagascar's ecosystem is unseen
Yeah, that's
anywhere
it.
else.
Yeah, it's
Madagascar
completely
has so
different.
many unique plants and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
It's
Fossas. You're
It's
gonna
also the
see
Fossas.
Fossas.
I will
Yeah.
actually see the fossa.
What's it? Okay, okay, that's true. Though I'm mixing something up. But yeah, no, Madagascar definitely. I feel like isn't it like a lot of desert and green?
I mean, it's dying out. Its
Yeah.
ecosystem. That's why
Yeah.
I'd like to go see before it dies out. And
World's
okay,
ending.
That's an interesting
yeah,
one. Yeah.
because like a lot of the species of plants, like the thick trees,
Yeah.
they're dying out, and I want to go see them. They're like insane. Like you can't see them anywhere else. Like-
Yeah, like he was saying, there's so many species. I feel like unique
Yeah.
species.
Yeah.
Lemurs, fossas, the trees.
The trees.
I mean, some of the
All from
trees
the same clump.
are beautiful, man. I've seen
Yeah.
these trees with like the branches. Like I'm pretty sure that's in Madagascar.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Oh, the
insane. They look like they're
tall-
out of a friggin'
Yeah.
alien
yeah,
planet.
yeah.
And
And
it's so
Tall
cool.
trees, the ones that are super
And they're
tall.
Oh,
thick.
those are in
Yeah.
California. I
No.
think.
Oh, you're
not
talking
those
about
ones.
the
I'm talking
redwoods.
Huge trees.
Yeah, you're thinking redwoods.
That was
I don't think they have those in
No,
Madagascar.
are you talking about huge, like tall or thick?
Well, to be honest, I think it was a little bit. I remember specifically it was a documentary that was saying Africa has such insane trees.
I think it's Madagascar
Okay.
then. But no, because most of
Yeah.
Africa is actually a savanna. So they have trees, but not a lot. It's all marshes and that
Yeah.
because, desert.
Mhm.
But Okay,
Mhm.
so Japan, Madagascar, and I'd want to go to either China or India.
Oh, India would be really nice.
India would be
If
sick.
I'm rich, China, but India, man,
It's
India
also
in
beautiful.
terms of history, because both of them are like,
Yeah.
think about it, the civilizations there started so long ago. Like
Yeah, so much
India,
culture.
in terms of like temples and spirituality,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you get your monk stuff, you get
Mhm.
your fancy things, you get literally some of the
Food,
best food in the world,
Yeah.
and it's so huge. It's
Yeah.
huge.
You know,
Like,
when you look at the map, it is actually huge.
and
like,
there's
yeah, it's
so
a
much
huge
to do.
country.
There's so much to do. So India or China, I just put them as one. What did we do? A top 4, top 5?
I did like top 20.
Man, I feel like you need a
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
each of these countries and places that all of you guys are saying, you need at least 3 weeks for each
I have
Yeah.
a
to
connect for
genuinely
India.
like
Yeah.
connect
Yeah,
with
I have
it.
another
How many
client.
connections do you have, man? What
Bro,
the heck?
and clients, it's so blessing.
That's a
because-
good connection.
Yeah, she told me, she's like, anytime you're going to India, she's like, I have all the connections you'd
Oh,
ever
wait.
need while you're there.
She was in her.
She's a physiotherapist.
Weren't you doing like online class with her, and her whole family was passing by her?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
funny. I
it was
remember.
great. Yeah, because she was in India when Corona started.
Yeah.
And what's it called? She got stuck there for a little bit, so I was doing remote training,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
and
Yeah, I remember he was
just
telling me
really
it
cool.
was so funny. I just find it funny.
Yeah, her whole family was like
Everybody-
behind her because there's like they have a lot of people that live
Over.
together there.
Oh, where else? Okay, so we got the bougie stuff. We got the culture. We got the food. What's left? Nature. Oh, Antarctica.
It's nothing.
No.
Snow.
Snow.
No, yeah.
Although that would be,
Freeze.
an experience, but I would not put it in like my top.
No. It's gonna
It's
be
like,
a,
all right,
I'm aboard on a Saturday.
I'm just going there just because like
Just to
nobody
say I
does
went
it.
there.
Why not?
That's it.
Okay.
Plant like a little flag.
Take a step.
Rizzo was here.
Okay.
Take a step in, step out. I'm good.
This is a bit of a boring one, but the more you think about it, the better it is. But the U.S.
Yeah, the US.
Well, US is there's so much.
Think about
I
it.
thought about
It's
that as well.
probably the best country.
Well, I think he said
for-
Hawaii. It's technically the US.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it is
if
US.
I say
For
U.S., it's a
driving
cheat
across.
code because you get the snow.
Yeah.
You get
You get everything.
mountains. You get like forests. You get like deserts. You get rocky deserts. You get the Grand Canyon. You get all the provincial parks. You get all of the big cities. U.S.
Yeah.
is half a continent.
It is.
Yeah.
US has every.
Yeah.
The US is.
Yeah.
There's only 2 countries in the world that have at any time in the world that all 4 seasons are going on.
Mm.
One of them is US.
Wait,
Because if you
so
look-
Russia,
No,
not Russia.
I think Russia's so north.
no, it's just
Yeah.
2. Do you know what it is?
India.
No, Iran.
China. Oh yes, that's
You guys
actually
get
true.
snow?
We do have the top left.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that
we have
is
the
true.
5th
You guys
have
tallest
mountains.
mountain there.
Would China be
So
one?
it's funny. No, China. It's only 2. It's US.
Oh, only 2. I
and
thought you said
Iran.
4.
These are the only 2 countries in the
Oh.
world that
Mm.
at
That's why they
any
don't like
time
each
in the
other.
year,
Yeah.
yeah, you have all 4
Like,
seasons.
yeah.
But America, what you said, is so
It's
good.
so-
if you
it's
do
such
a
a good-
drive,
And if you're
you get
rich,
everything out of it.
if you're
Yeah.
rich, within 2 weeks you can fly out between each city and then
Easy.
do whatever you want. Like 2 weeks, if you're rich, is a good enough
Yes.
time to explore the U.S.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
again, like when you want to turn off all the, you want to, feel like you're homesick.
Yeah.
Canada and the U.S. are not that different.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can still have,
Everything, yeah.
I can still go to, I don't know,
communicate with people and
Yeah,
things
I
like
can still
that
have a
too.
pancake if I really want one, but
Yeah.
I can also
There's
have
no
any
language
cuisine
barriers.
in the
You're
world.
there.
Like Dubai has every cuisine in the world,
Mm.
but the US has every actually
yeah.
every
I feel
cuisine
like you say, the most doable and the most like fun road trip, if you were to do a
Is
road
the
trip, is either across
And-
US or a bunch of countries of Europe together.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
match that
'Cause there's
experience.
so many
There's so
different
much
things.
going on in the
All
States.
that being said, I only want to go to the US for 3 reasons. So New York, Chicago, and Washington, DC, not the like the
Chicago?
Well, why would you go down
But
like
listen,
this?
hold on, no. Those aren't my 3 reasons. All these 3 have between them, they have the how can I say this? They have so many museums in them, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get
Yeah,
the
yeah.
most to see, especially nature, and nature museums are my favorite. So
You'd hit Chicago and get robbed.
Yeah.
anyway, I get right, whatever. Like I'm rich enough, I'll get my money back, but I want to
Yeah,
go to
we're
all
rich
these
in this
museums. So
scenario.
this is actually a very realistic plan.
Have you been to New York?
I've never been to the US.
Oh.
I've never touched the US.
really?
I'm so
New York
scared of
is
going.
so
I
nice.
should
Yeah,
mention I'm
so
actually terrified of going to the US
Why?
because you hear about all the shootings, all like the racist shit.
Yeah,
all
but there's so many people there. You also have to keep in
300
mind also the,
million more.
like I've been to the US so many times.
But I'm
and
scared
only
of
once.
getting caught at the border and just them having something on me.
No, okay, it's never worse as a Persian. As a Persian, trust me, every time I go, sir, you've been randomly selected. I was like, you
Bro, you're
fuck
preaching
okay.
to the
Randomly.
choir. You know when I went to Japan?
Yeah.
Both me and my friend on a flight from Brussels to Abu Dhabi. The whole flight's Indian. It's an Indian airline. 300 brown people. Out of all of them, they picked still the two of us. And he was 16, I was 17. And they're like, oh, you're going back to Canada. I see you. Like, what business do you have there? I have to go back to class. It's March break. I have school. Like, I have school. Like, I was literally showing them, like, you know, like, I have school stuff. And they're like, oh, okay. It's like, oh, do you like, do you attend school there? Where do you live? I live there. I go to school there. Like,
where else would
trust me. Searches I don't mind them. It's like, I don't want to end up in like a questioning room. And I've heard so many stories about like going across the border. And it's like,
I think the first time you go, especially if it is, I remember with my parents, the first time we went to the States was so long ago. We stayed 4 hours in the questioning room and we lost our flight. But after that one time, I think I've been to the States at least 15 times. After that, it's always been fine. It's always the first time is always the worst. And
they
especially
get you on record.
they get you on record. And then like, dude, they literally have a list of your grandpa's grandpa.
Oh, 100%.
They literally, he pulled it up. So like, who's this guy to you? And my mom was like, this is my third cousin who you haven't seen for 40 years who lives in like Denver.
Like, I don't even
I-
remember my
they-
cousins. If they asked me that, I'd fail and they'd ship me off somewhere.
They know everything about you. Like, I remember once when we were crossing the border, the guy asked my dad something. My dad's like, you have the computer there. I'm sure you have the answer there. Like, because they know literally everything about you, man. If you want to go there,
It's scary.
especially probably my dad, who's not a Canadian citizen yet. So they like,
Prime suspect.
But we have,
Yeah.
I've never, I mean, I think my dad has been stopped, but he's never had anything serious. But we have,
been stopped.
it's been super easy. And like, I've been to the States. That's why I didn't say it. But realistically speaking, I'd love to go there. I would.
Yeah.
I've been to New York. I've been to Boston. Beautiful place, by the way. Boston is insane.
Boston.
Um,
You think everybody's fucking intellectual, dude? Because it has two of the best
Man,
universities.
I
in
went
the
to
world.
MIT and Harvard. It's so insane. Harvard is pretty beautiful actually, but I remember New York. Literally the first 5 minutes I got to New York, I'm never gonna forget this. It's like the perfect welcome to New York. We're like driving our car because we drove there, and like this taxi driver hit this other guy, and they got out there about to fight each other, just like you in there with a thick New York accent, you motherfucker. And then I'm just sitting there, I'm like,
This is New
I'm like,
York.
this is literally like, not even kidding. We just got there, and these guys are about to rip each other's heads,
He
and I'm
comes
just
out with a slice of pizza and throws it.
like, this is the true New York experience.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
the driving there is so hectic.
It was.
I thought I was gonna get run over.
Yeah,
just
you
crossing
drove
the
there too?
roads. I didn't drive there. I was just there. I took a train there.
but
So
but
much
just like
is going
walking
on, 'cause we
around.
drove- It's so much is going on.
Yeah, so much is going on.
I remember at 3 a.m.
The lights
Like,
there, it just never stops.
I actually never did not feel. I never felt unsafe in New York because of how bright, how many tourists there were. I'm thinking to myself, there's no way you can get robbed here because there's so many.
going on.
I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
so many
but at the
eyes.
same
You just
time,
all
need to
times.
go like one wrong
Millions.
turn, I guess.
Like
yeah,
millions
yeah.
of people.
I mean, okay, I'm sure you go in the wrong
Yeah.
neighborhoods. You know, you
Yeah,
might be in
100%.
trouble, but like where we were, we stayed, you know, within whatever, and it's not like it's too crowded. Where at least
Stay in
in
Manhattan,
3 a.m. that
you're generally fine.
yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's actually so safe.
The Manhattan Bridge, if you go there
Yeah.
on night and you see New York, oh my, it's so beautiful
beautiful.
because you just,
Yeah.
it's such
Yeah.
a long and big bridge,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
just see.
You got to
New
take
York.
like the bus tourist thing because they'll do.
Yeah.
There's one during the day and then there's one at night that takes the
goes
bridge
around.
and they'll stop there for like 20,
Yeah.
30 minutes for everyone
Yeah.
to take their pictures on the bridge and everything.
Man,
It's
You,
so nice.
you think you've been to a big city, then I used to be the guy. I love big cities. I want to go.
yeah.
I went to New York and it was almost too much for me. It's
It
a
was-
huge
it is too much.
I feel like it
city.
would
It
be.
is
I
too
feel
much.
like-
No, it's
one of the
amazing,
most elite,
but it's
not
so
elite,
big.
but
Yeah.
it's such a
Oh yeah,
insane city
Yeah.
to just. I feel like New York.
I feel like
Yeah.
it drains your energy to be in a big city.
100%.
Yeah, but you probably like. I think after if you've been there for a while, you probably get because everything is like, especially downtown New York. That's the genuine definition of a downtown.
yeah.
So compact,
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
Like it's just so many towers
Yeah,
to
literally-
skyscrapers.
I feel like I forgot about the original reason I brought. So the first reason I said the museums.
Yeah.
Second reason is all the food.
Yeah.
But the
Mhm.
third reason would just be the nature in the U.S.
Yeah, they'll have
Oh,
Grand
oh yeah.
Like,
you
it-
have
the
all
food-
kinds of nature.
Yeah, the
Like,
food in the
Grand
big
Canyon.
cities. In the big cities, like again, New York. There's a whole TikTok account that I follow, which is eating around the world without leaving New York City. That's how they introduce every video. Every video. It's like
That's
they
so
start
cool.
like,
That's cool.
hey, it's day 84 of eating around the world without leaving New York City, and they actually made it to like almost every country without leaving. Like
Yeah.
they're in, like not even like going far into New York. Like it's within the same area. There's
many
every
people are
culture there,
dude.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
it's like
everybody's
super
there.
authentic. Not fancy, but super authentic.
Would you live in New York?
I don't know
No.
if I could. When I went
No,
there,
no.
I'm telling you, one of my dreams. One of my dreams was to be a banker and live in New York. when I'm telling you, man, it was almost too chaotic for me.
It's too chaotic.
It's
I can't.
almost
I can't
too
stand it.
much. Like I went to Toronto. Toronto's a big city, but I'm telling you, you go to New York, man, it's so much
I
bigger.
think
It's
when
such
I
a
was younger,
you're there. I was
would've,
overwhelmed
But
almost.
as I've gotten older and gotten like used to a city, you kind of like enjoy peace a little bit
Yeah,
more.
100%. That's saying I
Yeah.
feel like in New York, there's. I mean, I'm sure if you live in the outskirts, you can probably find like more
Yeah.
quiet places. But New York City, bro, it just keeps jumping.
She also had a monster today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
think
like
it's the-
New York, I
Yeah.
would. It's very. I would love to visit there. I could not live there myself. It's
No.
just too much.
No,
It's too much.
Even like Montreal
yeah.
and Toronto are too much for me.
I could probably do
100%.
Montreal, and I mean, I haven't been to Toronto in a while, so, but I feel like I could. But
I
New
could-
York is too big.
I feel like
Montreal,
I could do
definitely
it before 30 again. I could probably live in New York for 2 years
and
and then come back here for family. and
definitely
things like that.
before family, like it's more doable. But like if you have a family, New York's a lot harder than.
Oh, 100%. Then it's,
Yeah.
uh,
You'd
but
have
like,
to be actually a millionaire. Like actually not even like a multi-millionaire to even be able to live in New York with a family.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
No,
so
I mean like
many people there.
no, sorry, that sounds so stupid. There's so many families, but I mean like live like a sick life. in New
Oh
York.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah.
100%.
Like
Well, I feel-
love New York while you're
Yeah.
living there.
But I
Yeah.
feel like even Toronto you could say the same thing. Maybe not that much, but
Toronto's
you
so
have to make
expensive as
also a lot of money if you really want to live good.
Yeah.
But like anybody who's actually
Mm.
feel like in New York, they're not in downtown. A lot of them are in the outskirts or like New Jersey, which
Yeah.
is across the bridge. Like it's pretty close. It's like the Canada of New York.
From what I hear, you don't want to be in New
Yeah.
Jersey. But
Yeah,
I don't really know
yeah,
anything.
Yeah,
They always
Could
make
be,
fun of those.
Yeah, it could be just like
yeah.
random hate. I don't know.
yeah.
I'm not an expert.
I'd like to go to California as well. Just,
Yeah.
You know, like
California.
there's a parts of California have the same weather as the Mediterranean.
Oh,
Yeah, can you believe that?
Assuming the line because they're pretty close.
Bro, they have a
until the
drought there.
equator.
Like I
They have
believe
it's
Yeah.
everything. They literally. I'm pretty sure New. Yeah, like you were saying, has every like you can do everything. You have mountains,
Yeah.
you have the Rockies, and you have the Grand Canyon. You have
You have
the
desert in the
huge
middle.
forests. You have everything.
Yeah.
It's, oh my
Yeah,
god.
If you go like
Oh.
Seattle to California,
That's what I told you,
Yeah. My girlfriend was in
this with
Seattle. She was just left Seattle, and right now she's in Vancouver. But like, I mean, I never
That's a
thought of
fun
going to
trip.
Seattle, but
That's
a
oh
fun
yeah.
trip.
I would love to see Mount
right
Rushmore.
or left. Wait, Mount Rushmore is in
I
Washington,
feel like that's such
right?
a strange thing. Just heads carved in a mountain. You know what I mean?
Bro, if
Yeah.
it was in another
Founding
country,
fathers.
Yeah.
if it was in another country, they would have vilified it so much.
What the Mount Rushmore?
The-
Yeah, it's such a
yeah.
villain thing to have.
But I do
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah, I know.
they've I don't know. I feel like they've renovated it too since then.
Yeah,
There's no
I
way
think
it's been
so.
this perfectly
Yeah.
shaped since.
Yeah.
No, but that's not my point. My point is just four faces of your supreme leaders.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see that stuff in like North Korea, you know
It
what I
is,
mean?
yeah.
Kim Jong Un and stuff. They do have huge posters of him stuff.
Yeah.
kind of true. But I think it's such a marvel of
Now it's
you know, like,
double
they
standard,
literally
though.
carved it into a mountain.
Yeah.
I think that's so
such
cool
a
that they're
unique
like,
monument that stands for everything there is
like
for like.
if they take it down, it's gonna be like the poor like people worked probably I don't know how long
So
long
many
did it
people
take
probably
that?
Died.
Yeah, maybe.
100%.
And it's like all for
100%
nothing.
making that.
I think you could have that there, but
But Mount
Yeah.
Rushmore
The
is
next
close to
Hokage.
Washington,
Put my
right? I'm
face
pretty
there.
sure it's close to Washington.
It's literally where
Yeah.
my brain when I was like, this
But
is
I
straight out of Naruto.
I feel like I'd either go right on the east coast down, and then I'd go on the west coast down. Like
Yeah.
either like this because
Really?
the
Nobody
middle
cares
part's the
about the
hardest
center.
one.
Nobody-
No, nobody
You'd be like,
cares, but I feel like it's the
Nebraska.
hardest one. Yeah.
Ohio?
Man, I want to do Puerto Rico. Ever since I saw
Ooh.
Logan Paul go there and
Oh.
see some of his videos, I'm like, man,
I feel like every
That's-
American goes there too. Like they have 6 months in Puerto Rico.
Isn't it considered like a U.S.?
It is. Yeah.
It's
You
not
know
a
what
state,
Florida
it's
is
just
to
like-
us? I feel like Puerto Rico is to them. You know how every dude here who's successfully in some way always goes to like their cottage in Florida?
Really?
Everybody has that here.
Yeah,
They
I
have
know
like
a
a
lot of
so
people.
many.
timeshare in
They have a
I know a lot of
timeshare.
people.
The same thing is for
Miami,
people
yeah.
who are in the States. They
Yeah.
wanted that small timeshare to leave. They go to Puerto Rico and come back.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know if it's true, but I mean, like,
You know, I don't
That
know why. I've
seems
just seen a
right.
lot of
Yeah.
people and
Yeah.
like in movies too. They're always like, "Oh, let's go to Puerto Rico." But it's I don't know.
Wow.
The States is definitely I
man.
feel like a wise choice.
it
If
is,
you really want to get
because
everything,
it's
out
a
of it.
boring
You could-
choice because no one thinks of it because it's so close to here, but it's so good.
Yeah.
When you think about it,
Yeah.
it's so good. Like it's so much
The
to do.
diversity.
We need one of us to get rich so we can go to all these places.
All of us.
Kyle,
rich.
can you get rich?
Start
please?
flying,
I'm
get
gonna
rich.
I'm gonna
I'll
nominate
try.
you.
I'll try.
Let's just start flying, dude.
Yeah,
try.
just go
Let's
everywhere.
Start flying.
Oh,
So what's it called? Get that private jet.
Ooh.
I feel like you
Get a
save so
yacht
much
somewhere.
money, dude.
Yeah.
Yacht is definitely what I take over a private jet. Though.
Yeah.
Just 'cause
Okay,
you live
when
in it.
you get rich, you handle the flying.
Yeah.
You handle the actual vacationing.
Okay.
I'll get the yacht. What do you want to get?
he gets the food, dude.
I'll get the ooh.
Yeah, you know what? You get the personal chefs.
Yeah.
You get the
Ooh.
food. It's kind of dangerous, boys. I don't know. I'm gonna get too much. Oh man.
We're gonna come back
I'll
40
keep our
pounds more.
personal
and then
fitness
food.
in check.
I remember when like one last thing because I think we're almost at the end. When my dad, I'm telling you, like when I was in Dubai, I got to experience a bit of the Not the
High life.
high. Oh yeah, a bit of the high
The
life.
mid-high life.
But my dad, he's experienced way more because my dad has a lot of wealthy friends, and their friends are even wealthier. I remember there was one time my dad's friend's friend. He has a yacht in Dubai. He started a garage, and then all the locals went there. So the locals have a lot of money, and he got huge. So he has a yacht, and so they just went at like 12 a.m. just on the yacht, like in the sea. Then my dad's friend was like, "Who owns the yacht?" He's like, "You guys hungry? Do you guys want like fish or lobster?" All right. And he just called his like butlers. Hey, can you get us some fish? Can you get us
Or
some
lobster.
or
At 12 a.m.
my dad's sitting there. I'm like, what? Can you actually do that? And he literally
It's
brought out
fresh.
huge plates of
The
just
lobster.
fish.
Yeah,
No,
it's insane.
I
The
watched-
Butler takes off his
can you-
shirt, jumps in,
Can
grabs
you
the
imagine?
lobster.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? Like at 12 a.m. just sitting on your boat. It's like I want to eat a lobster right now, and they just your servant
Bro,
gets you an actual
there's
lobster.
like a helicopter that lands.
I feel like
in-
it's
No,
so
no, no.
out of our reach, but to him, it's
Yeah.
just
That's
every
the
other
thing.
Tuesday.
Like he apparently that same night he showed up with a Louis Vuitton like $10,000 jacket, and he was like, "What do you think?" He put it on his showing my dad. Should I keep it like I don't know. $10,000, I would wear that every single day. This guy's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's like, nah,
Let's-
throws it into the sea.
This is my this is my Walmart $2 shirt. I'll go
Well, no, no.
replace
For
it.
the
Yeah.
food, like I follow, I don't follow, but I see this girl a lot on TikTok, and she's a personal chef to multi-millionaire, and she lives on the yacht. Her and
Oh,
two
man.
other people that are part of the staff, and
That's insane.
yeah, they have their own personal like professional chef living on the yacht. So at any point, if the chef's awake, or I don't know if you're allowed like just waking them up whenever. I mean, they are your servant. They're at
Yeah.
your mercy. Live on your boat.
Owning a yacht is so expensive.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
pay for so much.
Oh man, it's like
It's so
porting
cool,
it,
though.
the staff, just maintaining the
Porting is
fuel.
so
Yeah,
expensive
that's for like the
boats.
ultra
even
ultra
just
wealthy
yachts.
man. Which Kyle, hopefully you'll get there soon, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
we can
yeah, yeah.
I'll go
Betting
on
all our
your
money on
yacht.
Kyle.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
I'll stop being
I
your
will
friend.
hate
guys.
you
boys.
forever.
Yeah.
Give
Dare you
me,
not get a
We just
billion.
jump him one day.
Give-
He's
and
like
give us a
walking
small
home.
loan of $1
We're like,
million.
"Why didn't you get the
Give
yacht?"
me,
He's
like,
He's
2
already
years.
poor, but we still
Yeah.
jump
2 years.
Yeah.
I feel it. 2 years.
2 years?
2 years. I feel
If you
it.
don't do it,
We smack you.
minimum,
I'll like pay for us to go to
But
like
who knows?
Tomorrowland or something.
Maybe Abdel's
Okay.
maybe your BTS packets
Oh,
will
yeah.
will be worth a lot of money.
I got you, boys.
$50,000
I got,
$50,000 a bag.
Private island with the BTS
I got you, boys. We'll build a resort on the private island too. I'll name it after one of the BTS boys.
Maybe
in
Dogecoin
honor.
will hit $50.
Fingers crossed.
And world's a
Hopefully-
beautiful place. Hopefully one day we get to
Yeah.
actually
Yeah,
experience what it has to
Take
offer.
3 years off of our life and just go traveling.
That's
Oh,
the
man.
That's the dream.
that's the
Yeah,
dream.
That
That's
is the dream.
Hopefully, people who watch the episode they got some ideas too.
Yeah.
They're gonna start going.
You know,
on.
when we're famous because of this podcast,
We'll get there.
yeah. So make sure to like, subscribe, and comment so we can get there.
Yes.
See you next week.
See you guys
Bye.
next week.
Bye.